Good morning. What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Trey's Trades. How we doing today, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Traders Podcast. We are here on episode 41. 41, baby. It is a pretty interesting morning here so far. We had a little bit of a gap down so far here in the pre-market in some different stocks. We had AGTC popped down here a little bit. Fuel Cell popped down here a little bit again. Had that little bit of a gap down. Sensonics, similar story, a little bit of a gap down, but recovering pretty nicely. What do we have here for OCGN? Up here in the pre-market. Microvision, I think, also had a gap down, but recovered here nicely. Slowly but surely up to about $12.23. AMC, very similar situation. Had a little bit of a gap down immediately at market open. Currently sitting at $8.15 right now in the pre-market. Not too bad. Gamestop up 10% right now. Holy Toledo. what a nasty little run. All the way up to $154 here so far. And eyes, by the way. Eyes looks like it might actually do something here in the pre-market here. That's looking pretty decent. We're going to see if there's any recent news on that. And there's no news. It is just a pure rage and annihilation that is fueling eyes here so far. That is not too freaking bad. The sexy net curtains. I love it. Good morning, brother. Welcome, AMC 801. Dude, gotta love that name. Gotta love that name. That's sick. Dtcc rules taking effect already. That is 100% the case. So if, in case you did not catch this, the Dtcc has enacted some pretty cool rules that are going to affect the way that the stock market works, especially stocks like AMC and GameStop, which are very, very heavily shorted, which have very high risk of FTDs, failure to delivers, IOUs being written out, right? I've talked about this in some previous videos, but this is really, really interesting stuff because it's going to encourage clearinghouses and brokers to not allow AMC, GameStop to have, these FTDs. It's not in their best interest because they're going to get slapped pretty hard with a lot of cash. So instead of having this what would be a 21-day cover period where they can write out these IOUs, get the actual collateral for them, they can't do that anymore, right? They're going to have 2 days, right, to put up the collateral and shares to make things happen. Good morning, you filthy animals. Good morning, my friends, my family, my fellow gorilla gang. Welcome back to the Traders Podcast. I think I'm going to be rocking eyes here for a little bit of a swing today. It's not looking too bad in the pre-market. I'm going to be looking for the best possible entry point. Have a little bit of a red pullback since 6 a.m. At 6 a.m., we do have different brokers that's brokerage accounts and firms that start trading for the pre-market. And I am thinking I'm going to take a little bit of a stake here in EYES, but I'm waiting to see when we find a technical bottom in terms of this little run-up that we're seeing right now. I don't see any recent news on EYES. I'm wondering if they got any FDA approval here today. Again, I do know that that can affect stock price. So let's just see what eyes has, because I know we should not have a reason for this run-up for any other reason. This is pretty random. That's a pretty random little spike. I don't think that's by accident, especially because it was all in one random minute, right? It's just all of a sudden started picking up, which is typically a sign of some news catalyst. Good morning. AMC, by the way, up 2% here in the pre-market, up to $8.22. My total shares in this company is now at 2,050 total shares, sitting at $8.24 so far here in the pre-market. Look at all these nasty green candles that are starting to fly in on this thing. On the level twos, we've got pretty even spread across the bid, and one big seller sitting at about $8.30 on the ask. So 830 is going to be the overlying level of resistance, but this is not sitting too bad right now. Interesting stuff. GameStop, by the way, popping as well, up to $151. Hit the height of $156 here so far. Not looking too bad. What a morning. What a day for all this. Holy Toledo. Not looking too bad. It's up 10% in the pre-market. Look at the volume coming in on this too. 20,000, 20,000, 12,000, 27,000. Having a little bit of a micro pullback, down to about $1.49, but not too bad. Good morning from Ireland. GME is running. GME, what's going on? I think people are excited about the new DTCC rules. I think that is my hypothesis in terms of why you're seeing that happen. And I am going to be taking a little bit of a stake here in EYES today for a swing, I am thinking. Waiting until we see a technical bottom out, but it is looking like a pretty solid little pre-market run here so far. I am looking at a purchase in around the 637 mark. And I'm waiting to see if this is the true bottom of this this setup. We're going to pull up the VWAP as well. The VWAP does help us for day trading, figure out where we're sitting in terms of bullish or bearish territory. And I'm looking for a bounce back up above the VWAP because that is typically a sign of some nice buying pressure. So we're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see if this is the absolute bottom. I'm not going to purchase into this until we see that that bottom out come. But I'm not stressing out too much. So welcome back. We're just going to sit here and talk about stocks, baby. Whatever you guys want to chat about, that's what we're here to do. Good morning from Michigan. Great to have you here. Date Ray says, hey, love your energy. Thanks for your services. Stay healthy. Thank you, my friend. It does mean a lot to me. I appreciate that. I'm going to adjust my camera angle just a hair here. Give me one sec. See how this looks on OBS really quick. Yeah, I like that more. That'll do. Just so you guys can see me. Preferred the old camera. The quality on this is much better. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a lens that is that zooms out a little less, right? Because I gotta keep the camera pretty far away for it to rock and roll. But we're gonna get that. We're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back. So don't worry. I just need a different lens. The lens on that is just a little bit zoomed in, but it will be cooking. We'll make it happen. We will make it happen. CTRM so far here in the pre-market, by the way, was up 20% at its height. Now it's up about 10%. Hit almost $1, 99.9 cents, which is pretty gnarly. Holy Toledo. Trey, hold market down. Otherwise, AMC would be doing better, I feel. 100%, man. For sure. And sadly, AMC gets tied into a lot of this market nonsense, the correction that's been taking place on some different stocks. So that does play into the puzzle here a little bit, unfortunately. I'm going to be taking a stake in EYES, as I had mentioned here before. I'm going to set my limit price for $6.65. Buying into this right now for a little bit of a... oh, I didn't set the... God dang, Flabbit. I forgot to set the extended hours. Well, that's frustrating. So give me one sec to change that here really quick. Got to come back here to orders. Cancel this. Market has been beating me down, man. Last couple days in the market have been rough. That correction has been gnarly. I'm going to wish that I was able to buy in there. We're going to set it for 680. Buying in. There we go. Cooking. Buying in at $6.77 for a little bit of a swing trade here today. Not looking too bad, and the pre-market has hit $8, which is pretty solid. Welcome to the Traders Podcast. Get a 14mm lens. That's what I'm thinking, man. I got a 50mm. That's what was recommended to me. Guys, by the way, what would it have been? It would have been Best Buy. So Best Buy, the guy told me to get a 50mm lens. It's great for streaming, yada, yada, yada. But I have to have that camera like 6 million miles away, which is really frustrating. So, whatever. Bob Saget. I love that. That's gold. I've got my Gorilla Gang mug rocking here. I'm rocking a George W. hoodie right now. I don't know if you can see this, but this thing looks freaking filthy. Absolutely love this thing. If you want to check it out, there is a link to the merch store in the description box. If not, that is cool too. But very happy, man. It has been a good day. Thank you, Kyle Moore. I appreciate that. What are your thoughts on Workhorse? ARK is expanding its position too, by the way. I am bullish on Workhorse as well as Palantir. So Palantir is a stock. Oh, look at this in the pre-market, by the way. That doesn't look too bad. 5,000 volume. So not a lot of volume pumping in on this, but it's starting to get a little bit of action, which is nice. So Workhorse, if you're not familiar with the company, they are consumer cyclicals, automobiles and auto parts, auto and truck manufacturing company. We're going to pull up their website here really quick. And you're going to see they do electric delivery vehicles. And I 100% believe that that these companies that do electric vehicles, green energy, technology, innovation, right? That's all things that ARK Invest is really heavily invested into, and they have a lot of interest in. And I believe that they're going to do well. It's going to be a good couple of years for innovation, green energy, electric vehicles, the whole 9 yards. So I believe in the company a lot. I think it's a great opportunity, Workhorse, especially considering how cheap it is right now. I mean, if you look at this on a 3-month chart, it was at $42, had a crazy sell-off down to about $13.58. I'm interested to see the news and see if there's a reason for that crazy sell-off, but let's see what that looks like. Kyle Moore, didn't add my camera message just under chat. Didn't add my camera. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find that here really quick, Kyle. Try a wide angle lens. Doesn't zoom as much. Use a DSLR for architecture work. Wide angle is good. 18 millimeter to 15 millimeter will do you nice. So this is a 50 millimeter. I'll see if I can get an 18. If that would work out, that'd be pretty nice. But I'm new to this stuff, guys. I'm not a tech god. I'm just trying to improve the quality for here, everybody, as much as I can. So we'll make it happen. You staring through my soul. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. I wanted to get a new camera because I feel like, with everything that's been going on with YouTube, I've been doing pretty well. I'm very, very grateful for the opportunities that have presented themselves to me. And I just want to provide the best content that I can for you guys and keep getting better every single day and every single week. So what's good with Ortex on AMC? We're going to take a quick peek on that real quick. So Ortex will pull up AMC. Last I checked, it was at 99%, which was yesterday. That is solid. Those are crazy, crazy, crazy numbers. And right now it's at 100%. Holy Toledo, guys. Look at this. 100% utilization currently sitting on AMC right now, baby. That is solid, solid, solid numbers. You cannot beat that. Holy Toledo. That is not bad at all. Let's just check out the short interest on AMC. I'd be interested to see what the current shortable shares available are. 450,000 as of 6 minutes ago. Short borrow fee rate 11.7%. This has been going up day over day over day over day, which is pretty freaking solid, my friends. Not upset about that in the least bit. The last day of market volume, we saw 21% of the total volume was red. It was short volume. 12.6 million out of that 59.6 million total. So that's not too bad, man. I am not upset about that. I'm really excited about that 100% utilization. And people tell me all the time, they say, Trey, AMC is a dead cat. You're a dead cat, you silly chicken. You don't even pay attention. You're not even doing your homework. Look at this. The utilization rate on GameStop is 67.3%. It's actually gone down while AMC is going up. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Days to cover is lower on GameStop. Cost to borrow is significantly lower on GameStop. I mean, Fintel is updating this a lot faster than Ortex is. So let's check out the GameStop short interest and see what they have available for shares. Keep in mind that GameStop has less overall outstanding shares, and they have 1 million total short shares available right now. 1 million as of an hour ago, and their total float is lower. I mean, if we look at GameStop on Market Watch, right, you're going to get an idea of this. Check it out. Market Watch has a total outstanding shares or a public float of 54.49 million. Shares outstanding just shy of 70 million. Yet there is 1 million total short shares available for lending right now, right? That's what's available to the general public. And they've got a much, much lower overall float. Whereas if you look at AMC, right, we're going to pull up AMC here really quick. AMC Entertainment. You can see that they actually have a much higher overall public float, 374 million. And that's not including, obviously, the FTDs, the failure to delivers, the IOUs, which is where that the awesome rule coming into this with a DTCC is going to change the game here a little bit. But what I'm getting at is the fact that there's less overall short shares available. There's higher utilization on AMC. You just can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. The only way that I can see that GameStop has a better setup for a squeeze is if there are more overall counterfeit shares. But if what's happening on GameStop, right? All these FTDs, the failures to delivers, the IOUs, right? That affects AMC the exact same way. So take that for what it is. But I'm telling you, I really do believe AMC is set up for a better squeeze than GameStop. The difference being that more people talk about GameStop perhaps than AMC. So take that for what it is. Mr. Rhodey, welcome. AMC Discord Ape checking in. Appreciate that, my friend. Cruising at $8.26 here in the pre-market. Not a bad start to the day. Not a lot of crazy volume pumping into this, but it is green volume. So that's good. We have 450,000 total short shares available right now. 100% utilization on the stock according to Ortex, which is insane. 11.7% short borrow fee rate. Nasty numbers, my friends. CTRM having a nice little bounce here as well. We got a little bit of a George W coming in on that, which is not a bad little setup. Looks like about 88 cents was the floor here. Looking at the level twos, there are currently more buyers than sellers. A lot of buyers waiting to step in at 91.5 cents. I'm going to be putting out a video later here today talking about the market correction, right? And a lot of people freaking out. They're like, Trey, it looks like the market's done. It's just going to keep plummeting. It's plummeting, right? You can't cherry pick these different stocks. So I've had a lot of people ask, Trey, is CTRM done? Is this dead? Should I get out of this? Should I take my losses? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This just doesn't make sense to me. You don't sell stocks at the absolute floor, right? So this is an opportunity for you to load the boat on these stocks that you absolutely love, right? CTRM's not going anywhere. There's never going to be a shift in demand for seaboard transportation and for these vessels to transport bulk cargo. That's huge. That's a big deal, right? And that means that this stock can only really continue to go up as long as they keep investing back into the company, which is what they're doing. They keep acquiring new vessels, right? Which is going to allow them to transport more dry bulk cargoes. Big deal. Absolutely love it. You can't buy cheap GME options anymore. Oh, you already know it, man. You already know it. Let's take a look at GameStop options. I don't think they're going to be super cheap, and they're not. $16.95 per share, which would cost you $1,695 for a $145 contract for GameStop. I mean, you could go out to $300 if you want to get a super cheap one, but the odds of you having that in the money eventually, you never know. You never know. You could come all the way down here to like $50, get the in the money calls, but at that point, you're paying $7,000 premium in order to lock that in. That's just not worth it to me. So that's what you're looking at. What does 100% utilization mean? We'll walk you through that. It's super easy, my friends. So utilization, right? We're going to come back here to AMC, and we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So the utilization refers to the current available short lending shares. So if we just read off a quick description, you can check this out. Utilization on AMC. Check it out. The ratio between the number of shares on loan across all outstanding loans in the wholesale market and the number of shares available for lending at lending programs. 0% means that no shares have been borrowed or lent at these lending programs. 100% means that all shares available to borrow or lend at a lending program, in fact, have been lent. Which means exactly what this sounds like. 100% of all shares available to borrow or lend for shorting at a lending program have in fact been lent. There are 0 available lendable shares for shorting. That's disgusting. That's filthy, guys. You can't beat that. You can't. That's as good as it gets. Absolutely beautiful. John D, thank you, my man, says, been watching your channel for a few weeks. I own 1,000 shares of AMC. Your morning live videos usually have 40,000 viewers. There's only 2,200 right now. Do you think people are losing interest in AMC? So it's not usually 40,000 viewers all at once. It's concurrent, right? So that's if you were to take all the views that pile up throughout my entire live stream. That's usually about how many we get, around that kind of number. Look at this, guys, $8.35. However, I don't think people are losing interest in AMC. I think it is a little earlier in the morning. I usually wait to stream until later in the day. So that could probably be attributing to, what's happening right here with, the viewership. But I don't really care. I'm chilling, my man. I'm chilling. I'm just enjoying AMC. I'm trying to talk about the stock market. I just love giving live commentary, doing technical analysis, learning about different stocks, right? Just talking with the community. That's what it's all about. Sitting at $8.37 so far in the pre-market, my friends. Absolutely. What a day so far. Holy Toledo. Eyes is really making a run here as well. Look at this go. Look at this go. Sitting at $7.47 right now. Really starting to run. Getting some good volume coming in on Eyes. Guys, last Friday, we got into the stock and made a pretty good little scalp. Made a decent amount of profit. Pay no mind to my portfolio, which is getting beat down by this absolute terrible correction. But on Eyes, I made about $732 last time that we traded this. And it is currently sitting up pretty decent here right now. $7.80. It is looking like in the pre-market. Volume really starting to push. Volume really starting to push. My camera keeps sliding back up. I got to push that angle down. There we go. I want you guys to be cooking with Crisco. We need to chill. We need to have a good time. Good time. That'll do. All right. That's confusing. Why can I not see myself now? All right. Give me 1 second here, guys. For some reason, my camera is not showing the live picture of me anymore. That is goofy. What in the holy Toledo? I'm confused. I don't know why that happened. Let's see. For some reason, my camera is not... Oh, there we go. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're back in business, baby. That was kind of weird. That was kind of strange. Anyways, we're back. So, gonna answer some more questions here. Thoughts on... Oh, thank you to Personal Senpai, by the way. What's up, Trey? Old Jarhead here. Appreciate what you do, brother. Get some. I appreciate that, man. You're the man. For sure. Thoughts on CCIV and Buzz? I'm bullish on CCIV, but I know that they kind of got beat down there for a little while. They got crushed. But if you believe in the company, now is the time more than ever to purchase in. It does look like they found a floor, which is good. You can't beat that at all. Mug stream. I love that. That's gold. But I believe in CCIV. I think that's the future of this company is really going to be solid. Electric vehicles are not going to go anywhere. They're not. I just don't see a way that they will. So take that for what it is. I would say 2374 is pretty close to the floor here. And in terms of technical setups, right? What are you looking at in terms of support? It held up pretty well, this level of support right here. So that's good. I like CCIV. I know that some people don't, but I still do. In terms of Buzz, the ETF, I'd have to check this out again really quick. So Buzz is a very, very new ETF. I think it's got some solid potential, but it entered the exchange at a gnarly time, right? During a really, really crazy market correction. Why am I frozen? Oh, there we go. Should be good now. Should be good now. Yeah, it's good. Just give it a sec, guys. Give it a sec. All right. Anywho, that's my 2 cents, man. AMC at 837 to the moon. You know what it is, man. It is sitting at 835 right now. High of the pre-market, not looking too bad. $8.35. I'm going to buy $6,000 of AMC, but I have to buy at 9:30 a.m. I hope the shares are available and I don't take off. What do you think? And what price do you think I should get in on? So I think that you'll have an opportunity. I mean, if you look at the last 5 days that AMC has been trading, right? There were a lot of ups and downs, a lot of crazy ups and downs. In fact, it bled for a couple of days there, right? It went from $9.44 all the way back down to $7.50. And it does look like it's starting to finally get a nice little green move here, but I don't think you're going to miss out. I don't think you're going to be leaving, money on the table if you have to buy in a little bit higher, right? And especially with that new DTCC rule, right? I think there's going to be a lot of positive things that come from this. In fact, I think that's why you're seeing some nice price action here in the pre-market, is because this can't get beat to a bloody pulp like it was getting before with these crazy shorts and these FTDs, these failure to deliver, these IOUs. So take that for what it is, my friends. But I think you're going to be sitting okay. Don't worry too much. Manolia says, by the way, thank you. Hey, Trey, Gorilla Girl here. Do you know what date the new DTCC and SEC rule is coming into place? Anybody? PC glasses are dope. Hey, appreciate that. I don't like them personally, but I got to do it just because I can't read otherwise. My vision is absolutely atrocious. But anyways, I think from what I know, the DTCC rule does come into effect today, right? So what this means is that the people, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is what I've read, but the DTCC rule, what this is going to do is basically force people to, or force the institutional investors, I should say, to be a little more cautious about these IOUs, right? So they have the failure to delivers, the 21 days that they can kind of, pay back these IOUs, and they haven't been holding up to their end of the deal. So what this is doing is not encouraging them, it's discouraging them to continue to do this. So I from what I know, what's happening today. The glasses make you look official, brother. Hope your eyes are doing well. Girl getting to the moon. Appreciate that, Sam. I really do. I don't like these glasses. I think they make me look pretty goofy, but it is what it is. Life goes on. Great content, Trey. Kraken was my first fave spiced rum. I'd love to send you local rum from Louisiana if you're willing to share a link with a Cajun. Dude, I love Kraken. I've got a big fat bottle that's chilling right here on the desk. This is something that I love sipping on every now and then. Can't get enough of this stuff. Kraken. I call it the king of the deep black lagoon, baby. It is what it is. You can't beat it, man. And if you want to, there is a link to my address in the description box of every single video. So if you are interested in sending me something, you don't have to do that, right? But if you do want to, that is where it is for you right now. Look at Eyes Go, guys. It is up 41% in the pre-market right now, sitting at $8.20. Not looking too freaking bad. What a good little start of the day for EYES. Currently up 20% on this position on Eyes, up 276 bucks. I took a smaller stake, about 200 total shares on the stock, and God, it is not doing too bad. Up to about 25K right now. A lot of nice, a lot of stocks are starting to bounce back. It is good to see the AMC at $8.45 right now. Level 2's big seller sitting at about $8.50. But guys, you really can't beat this. This is a good little setup. This is a good little setup right now, my friends. That DTCC rule, my friends, I really do think is going to affect the stock price quite a bit. I think it's going to give a lot of encouragement back to some of the retail investors. I think some people got scared away because of the insane shorting that was taking place on the stock, right? It just felt like nothing was in our control. Like it was just being manipulated to the kingdom come. Like it just no matter what we did, you couldn't win the battle. And I think this DTCC rule is giving some people some encouragement and I would say maybe confirmation bias that, hey, we really can win this. And there are people watching our backs trying to cover some of this illegal behavior that's happening right now. AMC is looking beautiful, guys. Holy Toledo. $8.50. It did push through that level of resistance on the level twos. $8.50 is where we've got the largest sell wall currently sitting. It is getting eaten up. I'm watching that number scoop down right before our eyes. You can see this as well. It was sitting at about 2,000 and some change. Now it's at 7,800. So that just increased before our eyes, but it's still getting eaten up. Look at this, 1,100 total shares, and we got pushed through. $8.54 right now. Having a nice little move here in the pre-market on AMC, baby. Let's take a quick peek at GameStop. GameStop up 10%, and AMC is following very closely suit. In fact, these chart setups are not even remotely the same anymore. Look at this. That is crazy. We are going to take a quick peek at GameStop and AMC side by side. We're going to see what this looks like. So I'm going to extend these out, and we're going to compare AMC to GameStop and just show you exactly what I'm talking about. These charts are not mirroring each other anymore. So we got AMC pulled up right here, and we've got GameStop pulled up right here. And we're going to turn on the extended hours per usual. Show extended hours. It's currently sitting at $8.56 right now. And GameStop not mirroring that behavior at all. So they are finally starting to diverge. We have seen that over the last trading week or so. GameStop is not doing what AMC is doing. AMC is off to the moon right now, sitting at $8.59. Look at this thing go, up 6.71% in the pre-market. God, you can't beat that 6.83%. This just keeps climbing before our eyes. Holy Toledo, $8.61. GameStop sitting at $153.22, up about 11%, and it just keeps on climbing, guys. Holy crap. Holy crap, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I exercised my call options. That was a good call. That was a good call. Up 7%, $8.65. We've got the most buyers waiting to step in at $8.65, and they can't even keep up. We can't even keep up with this. Look at this. It's just going. It just keeps on going. The largest sell wall sitting at $8.80. Currently sitting at $8.73 right now. Finally in the green on AMC. My dollar cost average at $8.62.6. Now I'm at break even. Not too bad, my friends. We're not, holy crap. All right. Once AMC squeezes and you and everyone make a ton of money, do you think you will cover penny stocks next? What's the next big thing for the channel after the AMC battle is won? So I am going to be continuing to do what I do. Before AMC, guys, I actually covered a lot of penny stocks. I would just pretty much talk about my swing trading, my long-term investments, and I'll get back into doing that. So the game stays the same, man. I mean, I know inevitably that I'm going to lose some people on the channel who are only really interested in AMC, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that. But, you know, I enjoy the stock market, and for people who want to stick around, that's what we're going to end up doing. So that's my game plan, man. By the way, we've got 4,300 people here. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video, I try to do this every single week, right? Every single video. I would like to get this video by the end of the stream to 3,000 likes. We make that happen. I will be taking a pull of Kraken, the king of the deep black lagoon, and we'll make a nice cheers to the channel here. And I just love, I love everybody here at the Gorilla Gang, just chilling, having fun, straight up vibing, and that's what I love doing, man. So we're gonna rip down some Kraken, just have a nice toast to the community, and that's what we're looking for. So 3K by the end of the stream would be very happy chicken, my man. What do you think about Roblox going public on Wednesday? I think that it's got some good potential. So we can just pull this up for anybody who does not know what that means. So Roblox IPO. 3 reasons the gaming platform is more than just hype, right? So Roblox is an online platform for playing and creating video games, which will go public through a direct listing on March 10th. So it is in 2 days. That would come up on Wednesday. And I do think that's going to be pretty freaking solid. And I'll tell you why. I think that the gaming community is only going to continue to grow. And now what do I mean by that? You see that this e-gaming, right? The gaming community, you've got sports gaming, all that sort of stuff. It's continuing to build momentum. An example for you, AESE. Allied Esports. They just got a buyout confirmation, or at least a buyout offer. So we'll talk about this here really quick. Let's see if we can find the exact article. DJ Allied Esports Entertainment gets a $100 million buyout offer from Bally's. And I don't think that buyout offer would have happened if, there wasn't future potential in the gaming industry. Now, with that being said, Roblox is interesting because what they do is more than just gaming. It's creating video games. So you can play video games, you can create video games, and they're going to be going public on March 10th. Now, as far as purchasing on IPO dates, it's pretty volatile. You really don't know what to expect. Sometimes it can be crazy. It can be really solid. Sometimes it can be a ding. It can be a really big ding. So, I would wait until maybe a day or two after the IPO, unless you're going to scalp it. If you want to scalp it for the day, it's probably going to be pretty volatile. It'll be pretty volatile. So that'd be an opportunity there. But I do think that Roblox has some pretty solid long-term potential, without a doubt. Coming back here to AMC, sitting up 6.34% in the pre-market right now, guys. What a beautiful freaking day. Had a little bit of a micro pullback. What are we looking at in terms of a correction here? We're going to drop a little bit of a Fibonacci retracement, 38.2%. Not bad. We've got the 15 MA trading over the 200 EMA right now. Anything above a 50% retracement is typically a sign of good strength in a stock. This is a beautiful, beautiful pre-market for AMC, guys. This is not even pumping off of a lot of volume. I mean, look at the volume coming in on this. It's higher, perhaps, than usual, but we've only seen 217,000 total volume come in on the stock so far here today. That is not bad. That is absolutely beautiful. Sitting at 852, you can't even beat this. I'm telling you, people are going to be excited about it because this is going to be a leading gapper if it continues to run like this. I think you might even attract some people who come into this to pump more volume, the day traders. And while, maybe this leads to the stock crashing, I don't think that's the case because people are going to continue to hold. And the people, the demographic that are getting into AMC, right? Who are they? They're not day traders. They're people that are holding the stock. They're people that, regardless of the, the dollar cost on it, right? The overall movement, aren't selling until it squeezes, right? People are not getting into this for very many other reasons than the fact that it has good squeeze potential, that Amazon acquisition, and a good recovery play. And Trey, where's the hoodie you posted on Twitter? Oh, I don't have rights to that, man. I didn't make that, but we are going to. I already have that in the works, so don't worry. But anyways, AMC guys, right? If this gets day traders to pump into it, don't worry too much. Don't worry. Let's take a look at Torchlight. I see someone said it's up 10% in the pre-market. Holy crap, look at that thing. That is not looking bad at all. I do have a position in Torchlight on my other brokerage account. And dang, Flabbit, Bob, Saget, that is a nice little move. I'll tell you what, I believe in Torchlight and what they're going to do in the long term without a doubt. What's a good AMC call to play today? So personally, I think that I am going to purchase some out-the-money call options on AMC, and I'm going to try and get them for the expiration of March 19th. Now, which ones am I looking at in particular? I'm looking more so at this $9. So I don't like purchasing stuff that's super, super far out the money. I mean, if we end up opening at $9, then maybe I'll move it up to 10, 10 and a half, 11, somewhere in that neck of the woods. But as of now, before the pre-market, right, because this isn't priced in yet, the options only price in the regular market hours. It's sitting at 50 cents premium per share for an $11 strike. That's a call option. So you'd pay $50 for one call option at that $11 strike, which is the premium. Now the premium gets cheaper the less likely you are to reach that contract into the money, right? So they're out the money right now. You pay a cheaper premium because there's lower chances of you getting that in the money. So you have to pay less to lock in that strike price. So if you wanted to get this right, it would cost you $50 to obligate yourself to have the opportunity to exercise. So you're giving up $50 per contract to get that $11 strike price if you want to exercise. Now, you don't necessarily need to do that. You don't need to do that, but it can be a way to make some good profit, right? It's a way to have fun in the market in the short term while you're waiting for the long term, position to moon. So that's what I think about that, my friends. You and your pop are my favorite YouTubers. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that a lot. That does really mean a lot to me. Your pop is a good man. I got to have him on the stream again. We had a live stream once upon a time, and it was a blast. It was an absolute blast. Eyes are sitting at 780 right now here in the pre-market, having a nice little move. Look at this bullish flag starting to form. I am rocking a little bit of a swing on this right now, up about 15%, $206 currently, and it's forming a little bit of a bullish flag. Now, what does that mean? Well, we're going to clear this off, and I'm going to draw it up for you real nice and easy. So a bullish flag is when you've got a couple of nice green candles in a row, which you see here, followed by this kind of flag formation where you get that ripple, right? And with that ripple, what do you see? Well, we have this ascending level of support, you have this descending level of resistance. So if you wanted to ride this, you'd be looking for a break over that descending level of resistance. If it gets that push, where's the next level of resistance sitting? Right about here at this double top right here at about $8.34, which is the new high of the day. $8.45 is a little bit of a false break, pulling back a little bit. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we did take a look at the Ortex utilization on AMC, and it is sitting at 100%. baby. You can't beat those numbers, my friends. That is absolutely disgusting. What a disgusting, filthy, filthy number on AMC. 100% utilization, meaning that there are no current lendable short shares available. And I do believe that is why you were seeing AMC start to rocket here, really starting to move, because they're running out of dry powder. They're running out of dry powder, my friends. That is exactly what you'd like to see. Not mad about that at all. Can we look at Petco stock? I'll take a quick peek. Woof. I didn't even know that Petco had a stock. I suppose I should have assumed. Ugh. It'd be a good recovery play. I don't think it's sitting too bad. I think when Zomedica starts to move really nice, that Petco will follow suit, because typically when one stock in a sector does well, the other stocks do well as well. And a good example of this is Fuel Cell and Plug Power. So when Plug was going up, Fuel Cell went up, right? So did CLNE, Clean Energy. They just keep on ripping. So I think that Petco will do well. This would be a good recovery play. Do what you got to do, my friends. If and when AMC squeezes, are you expecting it to be a multiple day squeeze like GameStop did in January? I am. Squeezes can last anywhere between a couple hours to a couple days. However, the demographic of people that are holding AMC and GameStop, waiting for that, waiting for the squeeze to happen, I don't think they're going to be, paper hands in this thing. I think they're going to be diamond hands in the crap out of it, So that's my 2 cents there, for sure. If the Amazon acquisition happens, do you think it will be Amazon theaters, Amazon grocery stores, or remain AMC theaters? That's a great question. I don't know how Amazon would play that out. I think there's a couple different ways that they could roll it. I think, I think about the Buffalo Wild Wings and Arby's acquisition. So when Arby's acquired or bought out Buffalo Wild Wings stayed under the same ticker, and they're still trading on the exchange the exact same. So I think their ticker is BLWD. No, it's not. Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, it's BWLD. Delisted? What? When the heck did that happen? That has to have been recent. That's got to be really, really recent. Delisted. What the heck? I used to work there. That's kind of surprising. I got to check this out now. Buffalo Wild Wings delisting. BWLD stock delisting. When did that happen? Delisted. That's crazy. Well, that's news to me. But anyways, a while back they got bought up by Arby's, and they ended up trading under the same ticker symbol, and they remain the same company, but they ended up just changing the fundamentals of the company and the way that they operate. So that could be it. Oh, they're trading under BWW? I don't know what the ticker is on it, but that's not really that important. I was just trying to use it as an example. So that could be a way that Amazon, AMC, if it plays out, ends up going. So now I want wings for breakfast. I love it. That's cool. All right, Zone retired preferred stocks. What does this mean? Just posted. They retired stock? Oh, man. Let's see. Retires preferred shares. So that would be a way for them to, it'd be the opposite of dilution. It'd be a way to bring down the amount of shares that are available to a company. So if we just read this really quick. Zomedica today announced that it has affected the exchange of all of its outstanding Series 1 preferred shares for its common shares, and that it continues to progress with its planned commercialization of Trueforma. Effective March 7th, Zomedica completed the exchange of all 12 of its outstanding Series 1 preferred shares, stated value $1 million per share. Really? It's for 24.7 million common shares of the company, equivalent to $44 million, based on a $1.78 per share closing price of the common shares on March 5th, 2021. Robert Cohen, Chief Executive Officer of Zomedica, commented, "As you know, since our fundraising round in July 2020, we have wanted to rationalize the preferred shares. Due to the terms of these shares, they are considered to be a detriment to Zomedica, its future growth, and the interests of our common shareholders. For historical reasons, although the company received $12 million in exchange for the preferred shares were entitled to a $108 million liquidation preference and a 9% royalty on the net sales of Zomedica and its affiliates." So that's my 2 cents. That's the way that I'm interpreting it. This is the first time that I've read the article, but typically when a company is retiring shares, that means that they're getting rid of them. They're bringing them out of the market, which overall lowers the supply, which in turn would increase the demand. I think that's why you're likely seeing a little bit of a move here in the pre-market, even though it's not much of one. I think that's pretty solid. So I guess we'll see. That's my take. If you guys have a different answer for that, that's just my interpretation of the news. I'm not going to stand by that as a hard answer, but typically when you're retiring shares, that's what that would mean, in my personal opinion. All right, I'm going to come back here to AMC and just take a peek at how this is looking here. Up 6%, starting to slow down a little bit, but it's consolidating. It's found a nice little floor, which I don't mind at all. EYES, we're going to check in on that little move that we had set up. It had that nice bullish flag formation, and it does look like it ended up breaking it. We're sitting at $8.26 right now, a high of $8.50. Holy Toledo, man, this is really starting to get moving. Dang. Trey, what do you think about AMC new shares being added? I think Class B. So Infinite Follicle, I did end up talking about RKT. You got to check out my my video. I did talk about it. In fact, you can take it for what it is, but I still hold the rocket. I've been scalping it on and off for quite some time. I took a little bit of dry powder out of RKT at a loss, so you know. At a loss, and I put it into EYES to make back some money, but I did talk about it. That was a mistiming. I don't think that the squeeze potential is gone. It's not gone at all, right? But we mistimed it, and I take blame for that, right? I lost a lot of money on RKT, and it wasn't my intention to screw people out of their money, right? I wasn't trying to pump it because I took a loss on it. I mean, you can take a peek at RKT. I'll see if I can find it. How much I ended up selling at a loss for, and it was a lot, $3,000. So I got screwed on that. It wasn't my intention. If you have some hard feelings towards me that feel like that's a reason to leave the channel, feel free to do so. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. That was a mistake. I make them, right? I don't take back the squeeze potential, though. The squeeze potential is 100% there on RKT. Big time. EYES is really just doing its thing right now, sitting at 827, up 22% on my investment there. Not mad at all about that. Honestly, I just wish I had more dry powder. I really do. That is a good little move here in the pre-market for RKT. Dang, flab it, Bob, sag it. What a day. Not looking too bad. Is MVIS dead? No, it is not. Microvision is a tech stock, and the tech stocks really took a beat down with this market correction. In fact, they probably got the blunt. They got the worst of it. I would say that the tech stocks and the biopharmaceuticals were the stocks that corrected the most out of all these stocks that are getting hammered down by this market correction. And look at EYES right now, sitting at 850. It did see a new high of the day at 858. AMC is sitting up 5%, has broken that level of ascending support here. We're going to see how much it retraces. So it looks like the height is at $8.75, 38.2% retracement. It might have been a false break. We're going to see if this will be a candle wick, but 846 is still really solid. We are up 5% in the pre-market, which is a nice move from opening up here at 820, moved down to 790, where I had that hard sell-off at the beginning. 100% utilization on AMC. Volume here is looking really solid. I'm happy because this isn't choppy price action, right? We have enough volume on this that it's actually getting some pretty decent moves. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Thank you to Trevor. I appreciate that. I know it's not open to trade yet, but do you think since SNPW reversed its stock split decision, think this penny stock could be bouncing back today? I think it's got good potential. I definitely do. I actually like SNPW. I do have a small stake in the company. I think since they decided to not go through with that stock split, that should hold up pretty dang well. We're gonna wait and see though. They're called SunPower, so they're kind of a clean energy, or Sun Pacific, I should say. They're a software IT services software company. I think they've got good potential. I 100% do. I have a position in them myself. Not a big one. It's about $1,000, but I've got a stake nonetheless. Looks like that might have been a false break over that 858 mark on EYES. Trade fellow apes, what's another daily swing trade for today? I'm rocking EYES here again. Currently up 16% on that, $224. Had a nice little move here in the pre-market, and I hopped on at the low. I think I bought it at 677, which would have been right around here. So I saw this nice little intraday dip. Decided to scoop that up because I did see that nice engulfing candlestick pattern. I mean, if you look at this on a 5-minute chart, that would give you a better idea. And you can see it, where would this have been? Right here. So that's an engulfing candlestick pattern. I saw that add up, and I said, all right, I'm going to scoop that up because that's typically a sign of an upcoming bullish reversal. So I think that's going to be a good opportunity for today. I'll rock with it. But that's entirely up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. Trey is not a financial advisor. You make the choice with your money. You win and lose in the stock market. It's part of the job. I appreciate that, man. Life goes on. Life goes on. You know, I know that having a channel, a YouTube channel about the stock market, inevitably I am going to run into this sort of stuff. So you guys really don't need to feel bad for me. I don't want that sort of pity at all, right? Because I know what I'm getting into by having a stock market channel, right? There's going to be opportunities and times when I get it wrong. And if I lose people over that, so be it, right? I'm not gonna sit here and argue for you to stay and rock with me. If you don't like the channel, right? You don't have to be here. That's okay. That doesn't hurt my feelings at all. There's always other things in the world for you to be paying attention to. And if it's not me, that's okay. I'm just gonna keep doing me, man. Christian, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Hey, Trey, I love your videos, man. I'm always behind you. Gorilla Gang, would you be willing to talk a little about HCMC? I don't know if you have a video out or not. I do not have a video out as of late, but I can talk about it. So the next date that I know of off the top of my head is going to be March 15th. So what happened is Philip Morris wrote up a little rebuttal, and we can just find this here really quick. I've got way too many tabs open. So HCMC, Philip Morris. We're going to take a quick peek. So we can just read this really quick. So Philip Morris, their rebuttal essentially was, hey, we want to basically slide this away. And HCMC is going to respond to this, and that's what we're waiting on now. Sometimes lawsuits can take a long time to play out. They can. So HCMC is a popular penny stock that has rocketed higher and generated a following on investing subreddits. However, the news is not looking too good for HCMC stock today, with shares down 25%. So what is causing the plunge? We're going to look for the exact piece right here. Essentially, it looks like Philip Morris is looking to wash its hands of the lawsuit and not through a settlement. Yesterday, I filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit with prejudice in the United States District Court for the Northern District of the Georgia Atlantic Division. So Philip Morris is trying to basically wash this. They're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to push it under the table. I don't think that's going to end up happening. I don't see any possible way. I really do feel like Philip Morris has infringed upon HCMC's IQOS product patent system. And that's my 2 cents there. I see no possible way. Look at that disgusting. I'm sorry, I got distracted. That's just nasty. You can't. Oh my God. Whoa. that's dirty. But anyways, I really do feel like they've infringed upon their patent rights. I don't see a way that they don't keep that running. So take that for what it is. Take that for what it is. It's going to be a long game. HCMC might take some time to play out. Sometimes lawsuits can take a really long time. I mean, an example for you is MaxD. MaxD is a company that, from my understanding, has been suing Google for a really long time. And let's look at them on a 5-year chart. Check this out. Nothing. All of a sudden, they've got a crap ton of volume. And it's because they're starting to get some traction on that lawsuit. I'm not saying HCMC is going to take 5 years, right? But it could take some time. We just got to be patient. You got to be patient, right? If it ends up moving, a couple 100%, I'll wait a year all day long for a couple 100% on a run. That's too easy. That's too easy. You can't ask for much more than that. AMC so far is up 3.6% here in the pre-market. Does likely might have found a bottom on this little bit of a micro pullback. Don't be sweating these micro pullbacks, my friends. It really is not the end of the world. I mean that. I'm not trying to discomfort you. I'd tell you if we're in bad territory. But we've got the 15 MA trading over the 200 EMA right now, which is bullish territory. These indicators are hooking in towards each other, which is typically a sign of a decreasement in volatility. So if you see that 15 MA starts to hook away from the 200 EMA again, that could be a sign of another upcoming little run. Does look like we have a little bit of a nice move here. I want to see a wide range candle engulf this previous red candle. That would be a sign to me of an upcoming second spurt. So that's what we're waiting for here on AMC on the level 2s. We've got a lot of buyers waiting to step in at about $8.34 as of now. Should act as a nice little buy wall. Sell wall, largest one is sitting about $8.55. Notice as well that there are actually more buyers than sellers waiting to get orders filled on AMC so far here this morning. Can you talk about Alibaba? It's one of my long terms and it tanked last week. Been holding just a share at $240 for almost 6 months, from almost 6 months ago. Sure can. Oh, that can't be it, is it? No way that's Alibaba. I think it's just Baba. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, no way. All right. So Alibaba, if you just take a quick peek here, they're a software and IT services company. So big tech, right? If we look at them over the last year, they've had some really nice movement, up to from $169 to a height of $319. Look at them on a 5-year, $71 up to $319. Very solid growth. You can't beat that, right? This little micro pullback that we're seeing right now, I wouldn't call this a crash. I mean, software, IT, technology, this whole sector and industry has been selling off. So this is an opportunity if you believe in this stock long term. I don't have a position personally, but if you believe in their fundamentals, right? This is an opportunity for you to buy into them for pretty freaking cheap. I would take the opportunity here without a doubt. It's tough to say if this is going to be the absolute bottom. I don't see a reason to believe that it is yet. We haven't gotten that hard reversal move. But, if you believe in the company, that's the opportunity. Price and policy fears drive Chinese investors into cloistered stocks. So we did have that news article come out 3 hours ago. That could be affecting the stock price here a little bit. But that's what you're looking at. Coupang's $3.6 billion IPO shows U.S. is king for tech IPOs. Yeah, so there's not much that I'm seeing here in terms of a reason to believe. If you know any news that's come out on Alibaba, let me know. But I don't track the stock very closely. What I can tell you is that eventually this tech reversal, right, this tech correction will end. That's my 2 cents. Should I wait until after the squeeze to switch all my stocks from Robinhood to Webull? It is 100% up to you. Personally, I would wait it out if you want to be able to control all the power that you have, because we never know exactly when a stock is going to squeeze. But it's up to you, right? So I know that, a couple weeks back when the Robinhood situation happened, a lot of people were like, I don't want to switch out because what if AMC moons while I wait, right? And if you'd made the move, you would have been fine, right? It's been over 2 weeks now. It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. But you never know. You just never know when the day is going to come. So personally, if you wanted to, you could just keep your AMC position in Robinhood and transfer everything else over to Webull if you're worried about that situation. That'd be my 2 cents. Trey, more a lot of people in chat mentioning the potential share dilution after AMC shareholders meeting in May. Thoughts? WSB is divided. Good question. So I will bring that up because I do think that is an important thing to talk about. So AMC 500 million Class A shares. And people are worried about a dilution. Is this going to wreck the potential for a squeeze? I don't personally believe so. I've seen it on Reddit, so maybe I should just look here. Give me a sec. AMC 500 million shares Reddit. Class A Reddit. All right, here we go. Let's just check this out here really quick. So AMC, the Class A, oh, it got removed, huh? Interesting. Well, anyways, again, Class A shares is what you have. Class B shares are held inside. Have 3 votes to your vote, Class A. Class B shares have to be converted to Class A if they want to sell them. But anyways, what this is talking about and what he was referring to is the May 4th date, right? That's what's really, really important. So on May 4th, they're going to be voting to potentially, this might not even happen, it's just potentially add 500 million Class A shares to the stock. And this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to destroy the opportunity for a squeeze here, right? Because that is a long time away, right? So if it gets voted on May 4th, right, that doesn't immediately take effect. It takes time for that sort of move to happen, and it might not even get passed, right? It's a shareholders vote from what I've been reading. So take that for what it is, especially right now. I really, really don't think that's going to affect the squeeze potential if it does dilute, right? Take it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it, especially right now. We can talk about it again in 2 months when the vote comes, but I don't even know if that'll end up getting approved. You just don't know. That's way too far out to be worrying about, in my personal opinion. Thoughts on PVDG? Already up 21% pre-market. Analysts are predicting 558% growth within a couple months. Really? PVDG. I've never even heard of them. So this is an OTC market stock. These are risky, so be careful if you do decide to get into this. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about. How is this up in the pre-market? You must not be from the States, because I don't think you can trade pre-market on OTC. As far as the chart setup goes, I mean, I don't know anything about the company. Electric utilities. That's not something that stands out to me a crazy amount. This isn't my go-to company to invest in. I really like technology. I really like innovation. I like green energy. I like electric vehicles. And I know they all kind of ride in that same bubble, but besides AGTC or Sensonics, which is kind of a hybrid, right? They kind of dabble in pharmaceuticals and technology. I really like these companies because I feel like they make a difference. So there's nothing that stands out to me in particular about electric utilities. I haven't done any research on the company. I'd have to read into them a little bit more. But the chart setup, it does look like they got a nice bounce. So on a technical setup, right, that does look like that could potentially be the bottom. So I don't mind that. If you're looking at an entry point, I'd watch maybe for a retest of this ascending level of support right here. Maybe an entry around 0.049. That would treat you pretty well. But I don't know anything about the company, so take that for what it is, my friend. Coming back here to AMC in the pre-market, sitting at $8.31. Starting to slow down a little bit, but I'm not sweating that in the least bit. I'm going to clear off the charts here really quick. A nice little bullish flag setup. So we are waiting for the beginning and the continuation of this bullish flag. We want to see something like this. It'd be a little bit of a ripple, right? So you'd see a continuation of this descending level of resistance, maybe a bounce right here, right? And then right here, you've got that flat level of support. So it's condensing and squeezing down in price action. That's what we're looking for right now. Can you talk about where to draw Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension? So I don't typically use the Fibonacci extension. That's not my cup of tea. But the draw Fibonacci retracement, you put the bottom at the base of a run-up and the top at the peak of the run-up to include candle wicks. And it tells you the strength of a chart. I see that anything over 50% is significant, right? That shows you that there's strong buying pressure. And we're seeing that there's going to be a bounce right here, hopefully, off of 61.8%. So it's a little more of a retracement than we would like to see on AMC. I don't want to BS you guys. Numbers are numbers, right? That's exactly what it is. But that's what we're looking at right now. It's too easy. Fibonacci retracements give you an idea of where you can see, potential entry points and potential bounces on a stock setup on a chart. So that's what you're looking at right now. Coming back to EYES, this is a stock that I am rocking right now in the pre-market for a nice little swing today. Look at this nasty. You already know what it is. George W. Come on. Do I even have to say it anymore? Look at this. That is disgusting. We've got this beautiful, beautiful double bottom starting to form right here on EYES. The resistance, we've got a double top right here. George W. setup. Looks like it's going to get ready to retest $8.34. Nice little moves here in the pre-market. The volume is really solid right now. And I anticipate that it is going to move pretty freaking decently once it breaks that level of resistance. We're going to pull up the VWAP and see where this is sitting in terms of bullish territory. And it is trading far above the VWAP. Getting ready to test $8.34 right now. If you wanted to ride momentum here for a scalp, there's an opportunity to do so, but only for experienced investors. If you're not good at day trading, most people who day trade do end up losing money, as Warrior Trading would say in most of his videos. So be cautious, right? There's nothing guaranteed in the market. I've had trades where I end up losing money. I've had trades where I end up making money. So be cautious, right? Love the channel. We're going to scroll back up here. Matthew, what do you think about the new BlackRock IPO? I didn't even know that they were IPOing. That's news to me, man. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. See, this is what's great about the Gorilla Gang. Speaking of which, by the way, drop a freaking like on this video if you've not already, my fellow gorillas. It is free. It really does help out the channel a little bit. And drop some gorillas in the chat to show some love to all the fellow apes in the community who are maybe new here. We get this video to 3,000 likes. I will be taking a poll of Kraken. I call this the king of the deep black lagoon. This is my favorite stuff on the entire market, my friends. We're going to give a nice toast and a cheers to the community. That is all that I'm asking for, my friends. It really does help support the channel, and I love rock and vibe with everybody here, and that's what we're looking at right now. So, BlackRock IPO. What are we looking at? Coupang IPO clouded by worker fatalities. BlackRock's Fink says IPO fever could end. So I've never heard of that. It looks like this might be a little more speculative. If you've got a link to an article, let me know. That would definitely help out. By the way, William, I am bullish on BNGO. You can't cherry pick these stocks, my friends, that are doing bad because the entire market's getting smacked. Right? BNGO is actually up here in the pre-market, which is pretty solid, and they're going to keep doing what they're doing, right? BNGO is the company that it is. They're not going anywhere. That Sapphire system is game-changing stuff. I just don't see any way that they're not going to be a big player, right? That's just my 2 cents. Take that for what it is, but I like BNGO, and it does look like they found a technical bottom. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, but this is an engulfing pattern, right? That's a good reversal pattern. It's found a significant bottom. So if this does end up being the bottom of the correction of the NASDAQ, which personally I think it might correct a little bit more, 2 or 3 more percent, that's my 2 cents. We prepare for the worst, hope for the best. But if it does, maybe $5.50 is the bottom there. So it's 100% up to you on what you want to do. I like BNGO. I think they're solid. Love the channel. New cam, ready for your close-up. Oh yeah, man. Shoot. The camera's nice, but I gotta get a different lens. It's hard. It's tough. I got the 50 millimeter, and I'm kind of annoyed because when I went to Best Buy, they told me to buy this, and it was just too close. I definitely want a different lens. Looks like Gamestop is running up 12% here, according to some people here. Not, I wouldn't quite call that a run, but it is definitely consolidating very, very nicely. AMC up about 2%. These charts are not mirroring each other any longer. GameStop is moving in a completely different direction than AMC at this point. Not to sweat, though. Not to sweat. Sitting at $8.18, still up about 2.36%. In the pre-market, stocks go up and stocks go down, right? We're not sweating this. We're not sweating these little micro movements. Play the long game. Don't worry about these little day-to-day fluctuations. And the sooner that you can do that, right, the sooner you're going to be able to relax and just enjoy the journey. That's my 2 cents, man. Get a 35 mil? Yeah, 100%. I mean, I got a lens that came with the camera. I don't know where it is right now. I think I put it in my desk. But, it came with a lens, which I just don't think is going to be as nice as the one that I purchased here. I just wish that I would have purchased a smaller one, right? That 50 mil is just too close. It's way, way too close. But anyways, thoughts on CPSH? I've never heard of the company, but I consider it a tech company, which is interesting. Machinery, industrial goods, machinery, equipment. Up at 27 bucks at their height. $30 actually is a peak here. In terms of retracement, obviously really, really rough. Gave back 78% or so. But I think, you know, tech stocks have just been getting smoked. So if you just threw a dart on a board of tech stocks, I don't think you'd find one that has survived this market correction. And that's all that it is, right? We just got to be patient and stay true to our convictions. This is an opportunity for you to buy into the stock for pretty dang cheap. AMC, holy Toledo. Trey's the poop. I love it. Oh, dang. What was that? Look at that little pump in volume. 36,000 in that little 1 minute window right there. Not too bad. Not too bad. We've been streaming here for about an hour. If you're new to the community, welcome. It is great to have you. Gonna stop back in here on EYES, up 41% here on the pre-market, sitting at $8.08 right now. Looks like this might actually be a pretty decent little green day for the market. It's a nice little bounce. The market has not been kind to me. We've been getting beaten down. My freaking long-term stocks have been absolutely smoking me. You can see here, I'm always transparent about my portfolio. A lot of these stocks have just been getting crapped on, and this has been no exception. Up pretty decent here so far today in the pre-market, about 10% or so. And hopefully that continues, because we don't want to see more of this, this market correction that's been happening. But it is what it is. It's an opportunity to buy. It is. Terry, thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Hugh says, aren't we shareholders? Can we vote? Also, my last super got passed over. Hugh, did it? Let me come back here and scroll, because I don't see one from you. Oh, I got you. I didn't see that. My bad. So how is utilization at 100%? But Fintel and iBorrowDesk both show 300,000 to 450,000 short shares available. My apologies, man. I didn't mean to miss over you. It's tough. There's always a lot of chats that come in here. I try my best to read them all. So in regards to that, right? So if we just read what utilization means at its core, that is referring to lendable shares, and that could just be referring to the lending program. So there are lending programs that could be separate from the overall clearinghouses or the brokers that spot these short positions, right? So what this could be is like peer-to-peer short positions that are being taken. So perhaps you've got a short that covers a position, right? About 300,000 total that end up, getting out of a stock, right? Well, those 350,000 shares are going to be opened up, but that doesn't necessarily mean they were returned to the lending program. Maybe they were just, bought and then sold again by somebody else, and they don't end up back in that lending program. So that could be it. Regardless, the utilization rate being at 100% is significant, and you do want to pay attention to that. All right. Trey, you're most likely rocking a crop sensor camera, meaning your 50 mil is more like an 85. You need a wider lens like 30 mil or wider to get more in view. I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to do some research for sure. Not a dead cat. Started investing a while ago and got an AMC at 620. Could have sold when I almost doubled, but why not? Hold with the Gorilla Gang. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. I'm glad to have you rocking here. All right. See what we can find. Julian. I'm leeching off your energy. Sorry, not sorry, dude. I appreciate that. I'm always in a good mood, man. Life is good. I've got great friends, got a great community here. I've got nothing to complain about. I'm just gonna keep doing me, man. GME is down to 200,000 shares to borrow, so it's getting shorted, huh? Let's check it out. We're gonna refresh this. It was at 1 million this morning, currently at 200,000. AMC was at 450,000, now sitting at 350,000. So it's still being doubled down on, still being shorted. Man, that dropped down a lot, 800,000. So there was some pretty heavy stakes that were taken there in GameStop for short positions. Dang. I see that CCIV is getting spammed in the chat. Anthony, by the way, I appreciate if you would not spam the chat. I really do try my best to get to everybody, but it doesn't help anything. It doesn't help the case. I'll check it out. CCIV, I am bullish on, right? They had a little bit of, beat down. They got sold off really, really hard by their valuation, right? Their market cap valuation. And because of that, I think it scared some people away. But I still am bullish on CCIV. I think that if you play this long term, like a couple of years, 3, 4, 5 years, you're going to make money. I think about how long it took Tesla to become Tesla, right? Not to say that CCIV is Tesla because, Tesla is a disruptor. They play in more than just electric vehicles. They've got SpaceX. They've got a bunch of different technology, right? But I think that they're going to be a good competitor. I think down the road, they're going to be a good company for sure. What would be the strategic way to utilize call options for AMC and GameStop if you believe they can pump within the next month or two? Best strike prices. So the best strike prices would be some out the money calls that are close to being in the money. Now, what do I mean by that? If you were to look at AMC for 19 March, right? Now, you don't necessarily need to pick this date. You're just going to pay a higher premium the farther out that you go. But if you're looking at the $9 strike, it costs you 81 cents a share or $81 total for that contract to secure that $9 strike price. That's the premium that you're paying right now if you want to purchase that. And a way that you can play it is if you want to exercise the call, you can, or you can sell those call options for a profit and reinvest it into some specific shares, right? So that's a way that you can play it out. So you can purchase some in the money calls if you want to be really careful, and if it runs, you still make cash. However, the out the money ones are going to cost you less, and they've got more potential upside. So there's a risk reward ratio there. That'd be my 2 cents. I would just take back the camera and get a full frame. Man, I paid a lot of money for this camera, man. I'm bummed you guys don't like it, but I'll try my best to make it happen. I'm just going to get a new lens. I bought this 50 millimeter lens. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it right now. I hear you guys. I see what you're doing. So I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. What is going on with eyes? Having a little bit of a micro pullback. 759. Let's see this sell off here really quick. I like these wicks down here. That's pretty indicative of weak selling presence, right? So take that for what it is, but it is having a little bit of a pullback right now. Looking for a hold over support right around here at about what would be 770 or so. And this does look like it could be a really large scale, George W. And it's already starting to have that reversal. Sitting at 805 right now. On level 2s, $8 is the largest buy wall. Should act as a level of support. 809 being the largest sell wall. So pretty tight little price action until we get that volume to follow through and really start pushing the price. But yeah, it's got some solid potential. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind the setup. I'm rocking it right now. Up about 18%, $248 right now on EYES. Yeah, appreciate that, man. I will get a new lens. I'm going to try and get one. I'm going to stop by the PX sometime today and check it out. I'm rocking. You guys don't need to worry. I'm just straight chilling. Camera's way better. Yeah, it's just the angle. I just want a different angle. Get out of eyes. I see no reason, man. I see no reason. Eyes is sitting okay right now. The volume is actually picking up. I mean, you look at this last minute of volume, it's at 179,000. I just don't see a reason yet. We'll play it. Well, you guys do you. You guys do you. You don't have to do what I do, right? I've made good calls, I've made bad calls. But this is a call that I'm rocking right now because I feel the technical setup. It's a good technical setup. There's a lot of strong buying presence. If you look at the retracement right now, how strong is this chart, right? It is only retraced down to 38.2%. That's not a reason to panic, right? Pullbacks happen. It's sitting at $8.10. If this broke 50%, right? At that point, it's a different ballgame, but it's still trading above the VWAP right now, which means that it's in day trading bullish territory. If it breaks below the VWAP, that'd be a different story, but it hasn't. I'm not sweating that much. All right. If you had a time machine and you could go back to the 1950s, what 3 stocks would you buy? Oh, man. That is a good question. I don't get asked those hypotheticals very often. Go back to the 1950s. What 3 stocks would I buy? Well, I wasn't alive in the 1950s. But if I was to go back to the 1990s, I would have bought into Alphabet for sure. Alphabet was a crazy play. I mean, they came back in 2007, so I suppose that'd be like the 2000s. But I'd buy into Alphabet for sure. I probably would have bought into... I've never even thought about that question. Probably Amazon. I mean, These are it's a fair question, but 1997, Amazon trading at $1.30. Can't really beat that. That'd be two off the top of my head, but those are pretty stereotypical answers. If I was to invest in a company that I believe in, right? Probably MVIS. Granted, they didn't really have a great run back when they IPO'd. They kind of got beat down. Oh, my battery's low. Shoot. 1996, sitting at 35 bucks. Height of 500. 1282. Guys, I'm gonna get my webcam really quick. The camera is gonna die, so just give me 1 sec here. All right. So there's a couple of investments that I got to make in terms of my camera so that I can really get that thing rocking. What it's lacking right now is a charger. So I need a charger for that so that it'll keep moving without, dying in battery. But we're going to make it happen. I just bought that thing. I'm new to it. That's not my huge cup of tea. But we'll make it happen. All right. So you might see a little bit of dead space here for a second, so just bear with me. This will just take me a minute. Gonna come back here to video capture device. Properties. That is good. All right. Video capture device. Toss that up here. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Should be rocking, but I don't see it on yet. We'll go like this. All right. Order. Move up. Come on, you silly chicken. You're being real goofy right now. Video capture device. Okay. Should be on. But alas, it is not working. Properties. I am not sure why it's not turning on. Well, that is a good sign. I wish this would just turn on. Bob Saget, man. This is what I get for cheating on Old Faithful. My Old Faithful 4K webcam. God dang it. That's frustrating. Yeah, it's just not turning on. I don't know. Well, suggest to turn it off and on, OBS doesn't deal well with disconnecting and reconnecting devices. We don't need the camera. Yeah, we'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. It is what it is. Anywho, we'll just come back to this. So, reading off Big's IPO ticker. BIGS. Or BIGZ. Switch cam and setting. Yeah, we'll do that quick. Settings. Stream. Video. Should just be on, but because it's on here. Yeah, it says that it's on. Oh, I found the issue. I found the issue, guys. I'm a genius. Oh, I'm a genius. Now she should be cooking. Give me a sec to let this thing rip again. Plug her in. I had my Twitch on. I had my Twitch stream going. I was using the camera from there. Well, now it's just not turning on. Bob Saget, man. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Oh, beautiful. Yes, sir. Now we are straight vibing. Cooking with Crisco. Oh, I'm good at this. Dude, this has got to be the first time that I've actually gotten it right. This has got to be the first time. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. We did it. We did it. We did it. All right, anyways. Big's IPO ticker. So let's check this out. I can't believe I got that. I'm usually so terrible with this this tech stuff. Big's IPO. Oh, that's the BlackRock. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you. Let's go. You guys are vibing. I love it. That's gold. Anywho, so I'm not really into IPOs. I think they almost always drop immediately. And if you think it's a good investment, it will be even better at negative 20% IPO price. But BlackRock really knows their stuff. And this seems really promising. I haven't seen any discussion about it. Maybe because IPOs are dumb and are probably worth waiting for. But if any has a change to shoot up after open, it's this one in my opinion. I can't wait to get more info about it. There isn't too much I can find other than one YouTube video on the SEC filing. The IPO ends March 25th, 2021. Opens March 26th, 2021. Teen Titans is on. Yeah. I forgot. Oh, come on. Go easy on me. Go easy on me. I like Cartoon Network. I like Cartoon Network. I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it up. All right. So, anyways, I think it's got pretty solid potential, but I want to look into the IPO a little bit more. I like BlackRock. I think they've got really good potential. I think they're a good company. So let me get back to you on that. Let me do some more research. OPGN is apparently about to squeeze. Crazy pre-market movement right now in at $1.99. Let's check it out. OPGN? Really? Let's take a peek. Up 15%. Wow. Look at that little move. That's not bad. Sitting at 226. I think it's got a solid potential. And you said it's about to squeeze, huh? Let's check out the interest on it. The thing that I don't like about IPOs, going back to BlackRock, is I always feel like you can get it at a better price. Usually they're just overhyped. They're usually overhyped. So I just don't, I think it's worth waiting. Look at that nasty short borrow. Holy God. 68%. 200,000 total short shares available. What's the utilization on this? Ah, that's dirty. That's disgusting. Utilization rate's kind of low, but the short borrow on that being 60-something%, that's nasty. And 200,000 total short share availability. That's really, really gross. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Jeesh. Holy crap. SM Forster. I ended up buying the Canon T7. So it was pretty nice. I think it costed like $500. I wanted to get something that was a bang for my buck. I wasn't looking for the most expensive camera. I think you can do a lot with cameras if you've got a good lens. Holy crap, look at eyes go right now. $8.44. Jesus, I would not recommend chasing this. If you're gonna get into it, be careful, right? If you want to play this, be a seasoned trader. Make sure that you've got a trailing stop loss, and I would only recommend scalping, right? That's where the trailing stop loss really comes into play, because you need to be able to manage risk here. Sitting at $8.43 right now, rocking over here at the hotel room here at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Holy Toledo. Good little day here for eyes. And by the way, OPGN definitely is set up for a squeeze. That's got potential. That's got potential. The short borrow fee rate really catches my attention. That's big. We can watch this pretty close and see when a good opportunity to buy in would be for OPGN. AMC, by the way, we're going to give you a quick update on that. Up 4.7% here in the pre-market. Has a nice little beautiful freaking, I almost swore because that was so exciting. Nice little ascending George W movement right here. Look at that. That is a good little push. AMC moving really nicely. We're going to check in on GameStop. GameStop probably doing about the same thing. GameStop was up about 10%. Still selling up about 10% here in the pre-market, consolidating very nicely. AMC and GameStop are not mirroring each other anymore. That is, they're very different chart setups now. EYES, we're going to see if this ended up getting that push over that level of resistance. I'm curious to know. I feel like it likely did, but we are going to pull it up just to double check. Up 42%. Looks like it ended up testing, and it did not quite get it at 844. So we're waiting to see that little wind up. We do have this pretty tight little up and down price movement happening between 844 and 807. So we're waiting for that. The new cam looks great now. So this is actually my webcam. This is my webcam. I brought it back, but I will be getting the new camera with a wider lens. So I'm gonna go. I got a 50 mil. I'm gonna see if I can get like a 30 or something, 35. Hey Trey, first time viewer here, Carlos. Welcome, my man. It's good to have you. Good to have you, brother. We're just playing stocks. We're just talking about the stock market. We like to check out different tickers. We're talking about AMC, GameStop. If you guys have any questions about stocks, we can check it out. It's too easy. Andrew, thank you, man. Hey Trey, huge fan. Love the content. Can you give your opinions of BITF and DMGI? I'm worried I might end up bag holding on these blockchains. So I don't know anything about either of those. I'm going to be honest with you. BITF, huh? Bitfarms? What the heck is this? Does this trade 24/7? No. Ah, okay. Well, this that makes more sense now. They don't have extended hours, but I don't know anything about them. I'm gonna be honest with you. Any thoughts on Zkin? Says Carlos. I am not gonna touch that stock with a 10-foot pole ever again. I'm done with them. I'm done with them. I ended up making a video, and I got accused of pumping the stock, and I just want nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with that. I don't even want that stock associated with my name. People thought that I got paid 40 grand for that. If I was going to get all that hate, I would have at least liked to make some money. So, no thank you. No thank you. You guys have any recommendations for lenses? Please let me know. You need 24mm lens. Do not get the 35. Heard for sure. I'll check into that. Love the channel. Right on the moon with you, bro. Do you know anything about ASXC? I don't think so off the top of my head, but I'll check it out. ASXC. I'm assuming they're a pharmaceutical. Looks like it. Healthcare equipment and supplies, medical equipment, supplies and distribution. I don't know anything about the company, but it's holding up pretty well considering what's been going on with the stock market correction. I don't mind that at all. Smash that like button, GG. Trey, you take a pull of the Kraken, and I'll take a pull of Captain this morning. 5 a.m. my time here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man. It doesn't need to be 5 a.m., but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I got a notification here from Weeble. Wondering what that was. Probably not important, but nonetheless, it's an up and down. It's up and down. What you're looking for with a pharmaceutical company like this is good news catalyst. So typically you're not going to get hard moves on stocks like this unless a news article comes out, because typically the price action is reflecting on that and not necessarily like the financials. So if we look at their annual income statement, 2019, not the greatest. They were down pretty bad. However, the 2018 and 2017 are pretty significantly huge. So I'd be interested to know why they dropped so much in 2019. Quarterlies, they were growing quarter over quarter over quarter over quarter, so that's good, but they're not profitable. They're negative. They've improved, right? 2019 Q4, they were negative 10 million, and now they're only negative 608,000. So that's an improvement, right? That's a good sign. I would say it's got potential for sure. The Canon kit lens 18 to 55 is perfect. Tray around $100 plus only, and you can have wide to zoom lens already. Oh, sick. So I have a question for you guys. Hold on. I'm going to grab my lens. So this is the lens that came with the camera. It is I can't read it very well, EFS 18 to 55 mil. It's a image stabilizer, 0.25 meters or 0.8 feet. So I can change it if I want. It'll manual focus. It goes up to 55 mils, goes all the way down to 18 mils. If you guys think this is what I need, it came with the camera, but I don't know if the quality is going to be different than the 50 mil that I paid for. Like if it's going to be less sharp, I'd rather pay for a nicer lens. That way I can get, a better deal. Get a dummy battery to USB 5 volt. What's your camera model? I got the Canon 7, the Rebel T7. So I'll end up getting that. We'll make it happen. This guy lives in a hotel or what? I am in a hotel right now. I'm here for military training. Anyways, you might want to take a peeky weeky. Where are people getting this? Where's that peeky weeky coming from? High potential cheap lotto play. $319, $40 call options on FPRX. 45 million float. Cancer phase 3. 1.9 billion in cash deal. Earnings on 310. Add that 1.9 billion deal in. Wow. What are they sitting at right now? FPRX. Oh, why is it all of a sudden at $40 though? Did they reverse split or something? This looks like Vine. I feel like they split. They must have done a 2-to-1. $21, 38. No, that doesn't add up. Guys, we're almost at that 3,000 likes. We get this thing to 3,000 likes. I'll take a pull of crack at it. Cheers to the Gorilla Gang, my friends. Cheers to the Gorilla Gang. So I'll look into it, man. I'll put this on my watch list. I don't know anything about the company, but I'll look into it. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Buy Prime. Done. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. AMC. It looks like you guys are saying AMC is moving. It's up 6% in the pre-market now. Starting to get a little bit of a push. Sitting at $8.49. Dollar cost average for me is 2,050 shares at a dollar cost average of 862.6 as of right now. That is what we're looking at here. How is GameStop sitting? Level 2 is on AMC. Large sell wall sitting at 855, which is where you did see that price rejection come in, so that does add up. That does make sense. There are currently more sellers than buyers on level 2s. However, that can change in a very quick move. Almost at 150,000 subs. You ready to buy that 1K AMC? Oh, you already know it, man. You already know it. I'll do it. I'll do it. That's the kit lens. Too easy. 3K, there it is. There it is, guys. There it is. We'll make it happen. Release the Kraken. Release the Kraken. All right. I'm not drinking a lot of this. We're just taking a pull. This is a cheers to the community. Here at the Gorilla Gang, right? So regardless of what happens with AMC, GameStop, any of your stocks, right? Keep this in the back of your mind. Remember, life is a lot easier than we make it. If you've got a roof over your head, you've got food on your table, you're able to pay your bills, right? You've got family and friends that care about you and love you. That's what matters. And you've got me at the very least, right? So no matter what situation you're in, if you're happy or depressed, you're going places, you feel like you're stagnating, stay the course. Just keep walking. Keep one foot in front of the other. We're going to make you money, right? The stock market will keep doing what the stock market does. And we're going to make that cash. So cheers to you guys, Gorilla Gang. Rocking some Gorilla Juice in the Gorilla Gang mug. Release the Kraken. This is what it's all about, my friends. Love you all. All right. AMC is sitting at 5.59% right now in the pre-market. Right off at 848. I gotta slow down. I get so excited. Some people saying beatboxing. I always get a kick out of that. Eyes is getting ready to retest again this level of resistance at 844. The strength on this is astounding. That is some really solid strength. We're going to delete all these drawings and just show you what I'm seeing here, guys. It is very solid. We got a beautiful ascending level of support and a smack dab easy level of resistance right here. This is a picture perfect squeeze down in price action. That's as good as it gets. Kachiga! Too good. I don't know where you guys get that peeky weeky from, but that always makes me smile. Hugh, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Did RKT split? I got a message from Robinhood. Read my options call. I don't think they split. No, not that I know of. I don't see that. Go to a real camera store. I've got a real camera, man. I went to Best Buy. But I'll get it. I'll get it for sure. We'll get that lens. I've got this kit lens. I just don't know how good of a lens this is. If you guys are experienced with cameras, you know this is a good lens, let me know and I'll just use it because it does have an 18 mil on it. So if that's a good lens, I can definitely do it. I just don't want to sacrifice quality. Like I'm willing to pay for a nicer lens if that's not going to do well. This does go to 24, so I can adjust it. If I want to do 24, it'll go just like that. So it goes all the way down to 18, 24, 35, 55 at its height. So if I did the 24, I would rock with it. I just don't know how the quality is. All right. What's your thoughts on VACQ with a merger with Rocket Lab? Until SpaceX goes public. Love the work you've been putting in. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So VACQ. All right. So, currently sitting at $12.85, VACQ. I don't know anything about the company, but the chart setup, holdings company, so they're a blank check. This is a merger. Yeah, just like you were saying, with Rocket Lab. So I don't know anything about Rocket Lab either. I have to read into it more, but looking at the setup, that's a like picture perfect, huge bullish flag. I mean, it looks like you could rocket that thing for a good move. I don't mind it. You think OPGN is going to run based off the chart? I think it's got good potential. It was pulling back pretty hard initially here, but it's forming a bullish flag, right? It's having these ripples, these ups and downs, squeezing down a little bit. I think it's got potential for sure. Nothing's guaranteed. Sometimes you can have a picture perfect chart set up, great news catalyst, and the buyers just don't step in. Sometimes there's no way to know for sure, you know? It's tough. Thoughts on Novavax for a midterm recovery play. Down big since correction. They quadrupled their workforce and have a COVID plus flu 2 and 1 vaccine coming. Oh, dope. I think they've got potential. How bad are they down? Oh, jeez. What a freaking move for this company. Dang. Up to 331 bucks. Yeah, huge recovery play. I would say so. I would say it's great. And it's got a nice bounce, too. Look at that George W. right there. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. It's a George W., baby. You already got it. Trey, don't worry about the lens. We're here for the stonks. No, I'm going to get a lens, too, though. I appreciate that you guys are here for the stocks and here to chill, but I want to give you guys the best, value that I can, and that's why I bought the camera, so that I can provide you guys the best content and make it worth your time, right? I'm always trying to step up my game. I'm not trying to waste your guys' time. I don't like stagnating. I like getting better, and I'll try my best, for sure. I bought many cameras and lenses from Best Buy. Yeah, there you go. Should be fine for streaming. Check out the 35 mil 1.8 if it just doesn't quite cut it for you, though. If it's a Nikon, check out the Nikkor 35 mil. Yeah, I got you. So I'll try this out for the next stream. I'll test this out. I got to buy one of those camera packs that allow you to charge as you're streaming, so that I can use that nonstop. But I'll have to go to the PX. I went to Best Buy to buy that camera, and the guy that sold it to me was just a goddamn weeb. I asked him, and I was like, "God, so what do I need to be able to stream well?" He's like, "This should have everything you need." And I didn't have. I need a mixer still. I needed this connector so that I could make this a webcam on my computer. I had to use some backdoor way to get this to record. I didn't end up getting the right lens even. He sold me the wrong lens, which is annoying, but life goes on. Life goes on. He was probably just new. Look at eyes go, guys. Holy Toledo. This is really getting some nice moves. Up to $8.72 here in the pre-market as of 7:33 a.m. Market opens in 57 minutes, having a nice little push. Look at the volume. 444,000 shares were traded in that 1 minute window. We are really moving up to $8.86. If you roll this for a push over that level of resistance, right? As I'd mentioned, there's risk involved. But you would have made a pretty nice little push there at that level. This is a new high of the day, sitting at about $8.78. If we look at this on a 5-day chart, what is the height? Right, it hit $9.89 so far here as of Friday. The volume on that was insane. We're not guaranteed to see that same volume, right? But it's really setting up to do a dirty move. I mean, if you look at the pre-market today compared to last trading day, it's not even comparable. It was pretty flat. I mean, we got an initial gap up and it just traded sideways. So if this is any indicator of what could possibly come, right, we could very easily see a retest of that $10 mark, that $9.89 on EYES. But we're gonna have to wait and see, man. We're gonna have to wait and see. I am still holding my position, rocking it pretty strong, up about 30%, $416 on EYES right now. Don't get caught as a bag holder. Good point. I'm going to take a little bit off the table. Not a lot of it, just some. I always like locking in profits. So I'm going to lock in profits on, we'll do 30 shares. 30 shares, limit price, extended hours, sell eyes, locking it in. And it got filled. So I locked that in at $8.82, locked in profits on 30 of those total 200 shares, just making sure that I can take some cash home. Not too mad about that. GameStop up 11% right now here in the pre-market. AMC, just take a quick peek after we look at the level twos. $152 is where we see the largest buy wall, 152.70. Should act as a pretty solid level of support, trading just beneath that. Quieting down a little bit, not a lot of volume pumping right now, but that's all right. AMC is what we're all about here. I do have one share of GameStop, which funnily enough, I am up 30% on, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We're sitting pretty dang well on that. Jeez, eyes up 51% right now. Absolutely disgusting, filthy move that we're getting right there. Anyways, thoughts on XSPA? Seems to be making big moves on COVID testing at airports, but I'm assuming they'll have to transition back to massages at some point. I don't know anything about the company, I'm going to be honest with you. They've got a nice little green pre-market, though. That's not bad. Nasty gap up and a pullback. I'm assuming they had some news. Yeah. No. Wow, I wonder why that gap's so hard. That's a crazy gap up. I wouldn't buy in right now. I mean, it hasn't had a reversal yet. It's still bleeding. Don't catch a falling knife. While Kraken is nice, try and get some Rambolian. I'm usually a whiskey guy, but I do like Kraken. I'll check it out, man. I appreciate that. Pub M. 80% short interest. What's your thoughts? It could have a squeeze. It could. And it looks like it found a bottom. You got an engulfing candlestick pattern here. That's pretty solid. But if the market continues correcting, this will follow suit. Just keep that in the back of your mind. The market it'll follow the overall market trend. What do? Software. Yeah, they're a tech company, so be cautious. Be cautious. That's what it is. Coming back here to AMC. Sitting up 5%, $8.48. Looks like it's going to get ready to test. We got a little bit of a descending level of resistance. Looks like it might push over. We get a hard candle that opens and closes above that. It should start moving again. And then we've got a level of resistance sitting right here at about $8.55 with a double top. That double top should act as a nice level of resistance. We got a current buy wall sitting at about $8.45, trading at $8.47 right now. A lot of good buying pressure sitting in on this. I think it's going to be a green day for AMC. Not too bad. Not too rough. Trey, bro, can you have a look into JAGX? Great potential SPAC on the horizon. I'm bullish on JAGX, man. I forget that there's a lot of people that are new to the channel and haven't seen that I covered this in the past, but I believe in JAGX. I think this is a company where you really got to be patient, right? It's easy to be like, oh man, there's a million stocks out there that are moving a million miles an hour, but JAGX is going to do good things. So I have covered this on the channel in the past. I will cover them again in the future, but for the time being, I have been covering AMC, GameStop, the market correction, and not so much individual penny stocks just because they're not moving. And I'll tell you what, anytime that I cover these stocks, you know what happens? I get people that say, don't listen to this guy. He said, you know, blah, 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 and it ended up dropping. I can't control the freaking market, guys. I can't. All I can tell you is the fundamental and qualitative value of a company, tell you what the chart setup is, and if the market corrects, the market corrects. I can't do anything about that. So I will get back into it. I will start talking about these more so when these stocks starts moving again. But we're just in the middle of a correction, so I'll be careful. All right. There's a video on the Discord for that huge candle wick on AMC. It looks sus. What do you think? So I know exactly what you're talking about. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, there is a link in the description box down below. It will only cost you $5 a month. It'll bring you to the welcome page. From there, it'll bring you over to the Patreon. Cost you $5. You can hop in and be with a great crew of great investors. So let me just check this out. We're going to stop by and take a peek at exactly what you're talking about. I don't know which Discord you're talking about. I'm assuming it's this one, but it might be the AMC Discord. I'm part of quite a few. So let's see what I can find. News. So it must not be this one. Must be the AMC Discord. DD. Let's see what we can find. This looks like it's it. Yeah, right there. Dang. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to be honest. Who knows? I could be a stop loss hunt, but there's no way to know for sure. There's no way to know. I'll tell you right now that that's some crazy manipulation, though. We've seen that happen over and over and over again with AMC and GameStop, right? It's happened with both of them. So take it for what it is. Eyes is just not stopping, man. It just keeps on running. Look at this go. Holy freaking crap. $9.34 right now, sitting at $9.10. Gonna keep watching this pretty close. It looks like it's gonna be a freaking great day for this stock. Holy Toledo, guys. Cannot beat the price action here. Hey Trey, I'm a cinematographer. You need Canon EFS 24mm f2.8 STM standard lens. I am writing that down. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna write it down. You know better than I do, man. You know better than I do. I'll tell you that right now. Appreciate that. You guys all rock. See, I'm not smart. I'm a simple ape, and together we can do so much more than I can do by myself because I am not that intelligent. All right, I wrote her down. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hey, Trey, I just love AMC. I think it's better to buy deep in the money options because they are almost guaranteed to expire in the money and easy to exercise. Also, it's like buying shares at the market price. Exactly, man. So if you don't want to risk it, right, that is 100% a viable and okay way to play the stock. I'm totally with you. Totally with you. Big time. How high can eyes go today? Nobody knows. 801. Oh, I see you. Nobody knows, man. There's no way to know. What I will tell you is that there's a level of resistance right here at 989, and if it breaks that, it's going to be nasty, like terrible nasty. It should really move, so take that for what it is. Big fan, thanks for all the great insight. I'm a pro camera operator. Definitely suggest a zoom lens like the Sigma 18-35 1.8. Awesome. So I will definitely look into that. I've got the Canon 18-55 mil, and I'm going to check and see if this is exactly what was being talked about before. EFS, I've got that. Oh, that's a 24, so yeah, I don't have that, but I'll look into it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that a lot. Return the DSLR and save the money. Keep the webcam. The picture quality is much better. Getting a wide Canon lens is going to cost you $300. No, I don't know, man. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy how the camera looks. It's worth it to me. You know, it's just money. It's just money. I'm trying to step up my game, and I mean, you guys let me know, but I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Amgen is buying out FPRX. Check third article down. Oh, yeah, look at that. Dude, you want to be a part of buyouts. That's huge. Maybe that's why I ran up, though. That could be it. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That would explain this. That would explain it. 100%. I got you. Thank you for letting me know. 50mm is standard look full frame. Multiply focal length by 1.6 on crop sensor to get the FF equivalent. Kit lens won't be as sharp, but test the range. You want to buy a prime lens. You're a good dude. Thank you, man. I'll test it out. Big time. Good morning, Trey. I just want you to know me and my brother are now drinking diplomatic rum at 6:30 a.m. in the morning just for you. Salute, man. I mean, other hand, salute to you, brother. I appreciate that. You're the man. You got me beat. I suppose I popped down some rum at 7:30 in the morning. Look at this go. Up freaking 61% right now. 936 is just not slowing down. Not slowing down at all. Holy freaking crap. That is intense. That is some crazy, crazy stuff, guys. Dang. I'm excited to see what the leading gappers are, but this is definitely going to be one of them. That is definitely going to be a mover. What a toast. I don't know you, but I want you at my wedding. Eric, I'll definitely show up. Gibbs is making a huge move. CTRM acquired more ships. I'd love to see the same kind of move. Could you compare the two? Killing it, dude. Appreciate that, man. GLBS. Globus Maritime. So this is actually trading better. I mean, they're way up. They've hit 11 bucks at one point. They were down at 6 cents and moved all the way up to 11 bucks. I'm assuming it was a reverse split, if I had to guess. But who knows? I'll make a video on that sometime. I'll make a video on that for sure. Hey, Trey, could you check out YCBD, huge CBD stock? Yeah, I can do that. YCBD. Looking at their financials. That's actually not bad. 2019 and 2020, they've been growing in profit. That's huge. They're actually a pretty decently profitable company. Quarterlies, also pretty solid. Wow. This is probably the first CBD or cannabis company that I've seen that I actually don't mind that much. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's a pretty good little, the price action doesn't reflect it, but those are good financials for sure. All right, scrolling back up here. What do you think about the long-term prospects of Hitif? Also, what does your girlfriend think about your YouTube fame? Oh, man. I tell you what. So, High Tide, I think they've got potential. They're an OTC market stock. Can't trade it on Webull. A lot of risk involved, right? So be cautious, be cautious. But you're looking for a bounce, which it does look like we might have got here, right around that 54-cent level. And since the market is green today, I think you're more inclined to see this be green. Could be a good scalp. Good scalp for sure. Eyes just got FDA approval for blindness. Really? Did they? Where are you guys seeing this? Because it's not popping up. If you have a link, let me know. Oh, it's for pets. That's pretty interesting. But as for what my girlfriend thinks about my YouTube fame, I feel kind of bad for her, I'm not gonna lie. So I put up an Instagram post yesterday talking about my girlfriend, you know, just whatever. Just I was appreciative. I wanted to show her I love her, and she got some. Man, it makes me mad. I'm gonna show you this comment because that actually pissed me off. So it was this: ain't going nowhere with that YouTube bag. Basically accusing my girlfriend of being a gold digger. Me and her dated way before I started YouTube, by the way. I dated her back when I was living out of my car, when I was making barely enough money to pay my medical bills. So she railed him, said, "Hey man, appreciate the apology for calling me a gold digger. Cheers." She was not happy. She was not happy. But anyways, I feel bad for her because she gets those kind of comments and she doesn't deserve it, right? She doesn't do anything. It's not like she's the one doing the YouTube stuff, but she still gets backlash. So she doesn't enjoy that. She doesn't enjoy that, but life goes on. You know, we make the best of it, and she's very understanding. She understands that this is just a part of the game, and it is what it is. So, yeah, I'm happy. I love her a lot, and I'm grateful that she works with me. So, it's frustrating for her though. It's frustrating sometimes. She's happy for me though. She's happy big time. I don't even mean that. Don't mean to say that, but yeah, that's enough of that. That's enough. All right, Envo's short bar fee is 157%. Yeah, we've talked about this on one of the previous live streams, and the squeeze potential is definitely there. Definitely there. But you need a catalyst. It's not going to move until you get a news catalyst to help it move. So take that for what it is. Shout out to Trung Bao, beatboxing legend, if you want to see how it's done. Man, I'll check it out. I don't have any alcohol on me, but I'll take a pull of my bonus. don't have to explain anything to me, man. You're good to go. You think CTRM can have a run today? It was up 20% in the pre-market at one point. I think it's possible. It's up 12% right now. Looks like the market's going to have a decent little bounce. I would say it's possible for sure. For sure. Message me on Instagram and I'll get you set up with your camera and lens, bro. Southern Heart Photography. All right, heard. Let me see if I can find you. What is your handle? Southern Heart Photography. I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah, that'd be one. Sweet. So just finding it really quick and then we'll get back to the stream. All right, there we go. Sweet. Cooking with Crisco. Thank you, man. Coming from a professional photographer, stick with your webcam until you can save up 3 to 4K, making your face look good as a rabbit hole. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Means a lot. EYES, still sitting up at $9.15 right now, baby. Thoughts on OPGN, including latest news? I'm bullish on it. Big time. Big time for sure. I think it's got some solid potential to run today. It's not moving as much because I think EYES is getting a lot of the volume. I mean, if you look at the volume on EYES, it's just running. I think I'm going to take a small loss on Enuv and take some of that cash, possibly. We're going to wait and see. I'm not going to buy into this yet. I'm just going to keep riding what I've got. But if it has a pullback, it might keep running later in the day. And I'll rock with EYES at that point. Looks like we're going to get a test of 989, possibly. We got this level of resistance right here. It needs to push over first. And it looks like we might get it. Sitting at 949. The high of this candle is 955. We need the volume to follow through. Volume falls through on that. It should be a good little move. Level of support sitting at 945. This is changing so fast, guys. Looks like this might be a leading gapper for the day. This is sitting really freaking dirty. If you guys have a link to that article about EYES, that would help out a lot. Peaky Weeky FPRX. Where are you guys getting this? Where are you guys getting this Peaky Weeky thing? I don't know where you're getting that. That's so funny. My mind is an enigma. Oh, that's good. 2 billion valuation difference from the 38 share point. Valuation gap. Litigation. Push for renegotiation of buyout price. Current is $38. Any increase is literally an instant win. Dang. FPRX. Yeah, I added it to my watch list, man. I added it in. Look at that. What a move. What a move right there. Dirty. It looks like we got that push, by the way. What's your thoughts on Dtcc Rule? Huge. That's a game changer for AMC. Game changer for both AMC and Gamestop, because it's gonna discontinue that the FTDs, the failure to delivers, or these clearinghouses, these brokers, to cheat the system, right? So there's a lot of unaccounted for shares, in my personal opinion. There's a crap ton of shares that just are not being taken care of, and this new rule is going to encourage these clearinghouses to not allow these big institutional investors to scam the system, because the clearinghouse is risking their neck if they do, right? They could pay some heavy money for that, and they don't want to do it. I think it's going to really heavily encourage AMC and GameStop to have some short positions closed, which could be a catalyst. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it could be a catalyst to push the squeeze to happen, right? So that's huge. That's a big deal. I like it. It's nothing but good news for us. Nothing but good news. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a micro pullback here on EYES. What are we looking at? 950 is the height here. And we're looking at a 50% retracement. 880 would be ideal for that. We got some filled orders. I ended up selling at 845 for 30 shares worth of EYES. Looking for a bounce off of 880. That is that 50% retracement. We'll wait and see what ends up happening. How did you find EYES? right? It's too easy. Active, I went to volume and I went to percent turnover. It was the leading gapper in both of those. So I picked it up just like that. Too easy. You have level 2s for Webull. You have access to that information. And that's how I found it. It was the leading volume changer, turnover changer, and range percent change. So that's how, that was exactly it, man. Too easy. It doesn't look like it's quite found a bottom yet. I do think I'm going to take a loss on a Nuve. I will reestablish my position in there eventually down the road, but I think I'm going to take that dry powder and potentially ride out EYES on some of these micro pullbacks, but I'm waiting to see. I don't want to invest this yet. I want to see if it pulls back a little bit more. So that's what I'm thinking right now for that stock. I'm going to come over here to Nuve. Ended up not doing well on this, as you can see. Lost some money, down pretty gnarly, and I'm going to take that loss. Sometimes you got to lick your wounds and move on. That's what I'm doing here. Not that I don't believe in Nuve as a long-term stock. I can always get back into it, right? But this is one that I was wrong on, and I'm going to take this powder and be able to put it somewhere else where I can make that money back, right? So that's my personal strategy. Don't do as I do. Don't see as I do, right? This is just what I'm doing. You don't need to do exactly as I'm doing. But that's my game plan. That's what I ended up rolling with. So take that for what it is. I probably didn't do. I did it again. I didn't click extended hours, I bet. I don't think I clicked extended hours. Oh, I did. $7 is what I have it set at. What is it trading at right now? A Nuve. Probably just doesn't have the volume. That's probably it. But anyways, that's okay. All right, here we go. Coming back here to EYES. All right. Trey, thoughts on how Tesla is looking? Got whacked the other day. Bought in it pretty close to the bottom of the dip. I think it was at like $600, right? I'm not buying in on eyes yet. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, that was a gnarly dip. Jesus. Wow. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. It's recovering very nicely. Tesla is Tesla. Tesla is always going to be what it is, right? So don't sweat it too much. Don't sweat it too much. If you hold this long term, you will continue to make money. You have the Canon 5D MKIV, but feel like you should look into the Canon R5 and a prime 35mm RF 1.8 lens. This will last you years as you can stream at 8K. Dude, that's huge. That's huge. I'll check it out for sure. I'm going to continue to upgrade my setup as I keep going, so don't worry. Don't worry. I need to poop. BRB. That makes me laugh. That's good. Thanks for letting us know, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for sure. Trey, love the content. Keep up the good work. Any thoughts on MSTR? I'll check it out real quick. I'm not going to buy into that. Too expensive for my liking. It'd be a good recovery play if it ends up back at $1,300. What a crazy run for this stock. Holy crap. From $200 up to $1,300 in a couple of months. Could be a good recovery play for sure. Could be huge. $1 billion in value missing on the deal, saying it was a breach of duty to service of the shareholders. Sell for the $38 price. I'll check this out. Rigrodsky Law PA announces investigation of 5 Prime Therapeutics Incorporated buyout. Dang. Yeah, that could be huge. That could be worth it. All right. All right. That's being saved for sure. I'm big on AMC. Let me scroll back up. And hanging. Would you get in GME? I have one share of GameStop. I don't think it hurts to be in both, but I like AMC more. I just do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be wrong in the end, but I just believe that AMC has a higher short squeeze potential than GameStop does. The only thing that GameStop's got going for it is, it does have that lower overall outstanding shares, but it has less overall short utilization, right? So it doesn't have as much short interest. It's just the truth. It's a fact. But I do have a position in GameStop, so we've got to be transparent. I've got one share, one gnarly whole freaking share, man. That's what I'm sitting at. Watching EYES here, it is really showing some crazy strength today, guys. Look at this retracement, 50% square on the nose. You cannot beat that. I'm gonna reestablish. Watching. Watching. Pulling the trigger. Ended up getting filled at $8.89. We'll wait and see how it goes. Dollar cost average of $7.17, 210 shares as of now. If it ends up dipping more, based on the price action we've seen so far, we'll see what ends up happening, right? I might end up taking the profits. However, based on the strength of the chart that we've seen so far, right? This is just based on pure numbers, based on pure technical analysis. You can see this without even having to know how to read charts. This is a strong chart setup. That's a dirty, dirty chart setup, right? There's a lot of buying strength here. So I'll be watching this for a potential good little run leading into market open. However, if market open is red, I'm going to take those profits, walk away, maybe reestablish at the bottom. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I'm looking for a retest of that 960 mark just based on the amount of buying pressure that we've seen so far here today on EYES. That's what we're looking at. SLGG on SSR today, 4K short shares available on Fintel, 18.4% fee, I borrowed desk, Vanguard invested in March, undervalued, esports partner in 2020, Wanda, and Tencent. So I think SLGG's got some really solid potential for sure. They're down in the pre-market, so if you're bullish on the stock, it's a good opportunity to buy in for pretty decent. I would say so. OPGN. AMC's pumping. We'll come back and check her out. We got to do it. We got to do it. You already know. How's that a pump? It's literally a red candle. Oh, you guys crack me up. I love it. I love it. That's good stuff. The clickbait. We love the clickbait. All right. Who's hating on Miss Gorilla? I'm gonna fight him. Don't worry about it, man. Life goes on. We took care of it. I just try to treat her the best that I can. When's a good time to jump in on eyes? So I added my position at 880. However, it is still pulling back right now. So, retrospect, it was consolidating very nicely. I would have anticipated that it didn't do that. But what you're looking for is a hold over a level of support right around here. So we do have a quadruple top right here at about 851. So it might end up getting a bounce there. We're just going to have to wait and see how it goes. Still trading above the VWAP. So the VWAP is also acting as support right now for EYES. Has run up a pretty decent amount. So if you're going to trade this, scalp it. Be careful. Watch very closely. Don't trade this if you are not an experienced trader. There's no way to guarantee that you make money on this. So keep that in the back of your mind. Weird candle wicks at 801 on a lot of stocks. Oh, really? It might have just been the pre-market thing. It could have very easily been. For sure. I'm going to hop another 40 in this. Extended hours. Setting it for 876. If it pulls back, it'll fill. If not, that's cool too. Thoughts on OPGN, including the latest news on it? It'll be good. It'll be good for sure, man. Latest news on AMC. So AMC, no recent news out today. We do know that the CEO addressed the Redditors, which is really funny. He thinks that it's pretty good stuff. We do know that the DTCC has a new rule in place, which is going to basically make it, it's going to encourage, I would say, the clearinghouses and these institutional investors not to allow these crazy short positions, and it's going to crack down on those IOUs, the failure to delivers. So that is nothing but good news for the people who are holding AMC, in my personal opinion. I see only good things that can come from that. So don't worry for sure. NASDAQ is running nice bounce, sensing a good day. It is looking like a pretty good day so far here for the NASDAQ. Let's take a quick peek at what it's looking like in the pre-market. If it shows, doesn't look like it is. But that's all right. It's having a pretty decent little morning here so far. Sens is running, you guys are saying. Up 6.85%. Did it have any news? No. It's just having a good little bounce. Good little correction. BGI just fell. Dang. What the heck was that? That's a nasty correction, man. Big correction. Jesus. Thank you to Dodging Donkeys. I like that. Thanks so much. What's likely CCIV turning point? news catalyst. Until they get a news catalyst, maybe it's a good financial statement. Maybe it's, some sort of reevaluation of the company's market cap. Who knows, right? It could take some time. So just be patient. Thoughts on Buzz? They dropped their ticker in the middle of this crap correction. Is Portnoy as a spokesperson a good move on their part? I think so. I don't think it'll be bad. I think Buzz will do well. It just, like you said, they IPO'd at a bad time. They'll have their time. Just be patient with that, for sure. Roblox debuting. I did talk about that earlier in the stream, but I am bullish on it. Esports gaming is going to be huge. It's going to be a great sector. So I'm definitely bullish on it, for sure. I don't like buying things on IPO day. So personally, I would wait, but that's totally up to you, man. That's totally up to you. Message you on IG about 88 Echo. Handle is the same. I'll check it out, man. For sure. Love what you do. For camera gear, I can see you've already gotten help, but I sent you links for dummy battery, for constant power, and some lens options on Twitter. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I'll check it out. Can you look at EPD, oil, gas pipeline company with nice dividend? I've never heard of them. I don't know what their dividend is, but it's a nice little chart setup. Dividend stocks are nice because it's a guaranteed way that you're making money every single month, or quarter or year, however often they pay it. It's not a bad chart setup. If you're looking at a buy-in opportunity, I would say probably around here, 2282. It'll probably pull back to that level. Nice consistent volume. RSI is on the upswing right now. I think it's going to be a green day. BAYP. Dang. Personally, it's got a George W. I mean, that's a nasty George W. I don't mind that. 1164. Could be a good day. OTC market stock, which I'm assuming will get uplisted eventually. It's in a good buying opportunity. Crazy sell-off from 33.89, but dang, that's nuts from 30 cents. Not bad. Not bad at all. Gonna come back here to EYES. Just gonna watch this price action. Looks like we did get a push through this descending level of resistance, but it wasn't a hard push yet. So I want to see a nice wide range candle bar that signifies that we have in fact broken out of this downward trend on EYES. AMC coming back to that is up 5% here in the pre-market. Had a little bit of a small sell-off. Hold off very well at 845 level of support. Large buy wall waiting at 843 with 13,000 total shares waiting to get filled. Largest sell wall is currently sitting at 850. That is what we're looking at right now on AMC. 15 MA still trading over the 200 MA. We are trading above the volume weighted average price, the VWAP, which is a good sign of good bullish territory. So don't mind that setup at all. This is looking pretty dang solid, my friends and family. Guys, by the way, if you are new to the Gorilla Gang, welcome to the community, my friends. It's great to have you here. Drop some gorillas in the chat. Show some love to the new people here who are rocking with the Gorilla Gang. It does mean a lot to me. And drop a like on the video if you have not already. It is the YouTube algorithm, the masterful, crazy art of who knows what. And consider subscribing if you would like to see more live streams. We do live stream every single morning, covering the live stock market price action, looking at what some possible gappers are going to be, what could be some good money makers. And EYES has been a decent one here so far today. Get a nice little push up to about 875. AMC up to about 805. Not looking too bad. This is a nice bounce recovery from the correction we've seen on the NASDAQ for the last 10 days. Can you explain retracement? Oh, I missed BAYP. I'm sorry. Let me check that out first. Bayport. Oh, we did cover that. Just kidding. So retracement. Too easy. I'll show you right now. We'll make this. We'll use EYES as an example. So eyes, right? What is a retracement? It's a Fibonacci retracement. It gives you an idea of the strength of a chart setup. So if you were to take this, you simply click on Fibonacci retracement. You put the bottom at the base of a run, the top at the peak of a run, and it tells you how strong of a chart setup you've got, right? So 23.6% retracement says that based off of that $8.10, you gave back 23% from the base of $5.50. So if you gave back zero, you'd still be at 810. If you gave back 23% of that, $5.50 up to 810, that would be 749. Anything over 50% tells you that there's a lot of strength in a chart setup. So that's what you're looking for. 61.8%, not bad. It's typically a good sign you can use as where you might see some levels of support or resistance in the future, because a lot of traders will use that as a tool to really help push, trading. So it's too easy. It's too easy. Gamestop having a little bit of a move here. Look at that. I was about to say a push, and I was about to say move, so it just became a poof. up to about $157. Getting some nice volume to fall through here. Nothing in comparison to that crazy push we saw here of 107,000, but it's getting a little bit of a push. That's not bad. Levels of resistance sitting at about $1.57, 157 bucks as of right now is the largest sell wall, but GameStop is having a nice little run. Not bad, not bad. AMC sitting up 5.5%, starting to test out this level of resistance at about $8.50 right now. AMC, I'm down about 279 bucks. 1.57%. I've got 2,050 shares in the stock, which is a current market value of $17,404. Very, very happy about that. We've got 100% utilization currently sitting on AMC. Absolutely phenomenal, according to Ortex, right? So we're going to check this out real quick again. As you see, 100% utilization. We're going to check out AMC on Fintel. Take a peek at what we're looking at in terms of short interest and current lendable shares. Let's just take a quick peek. Holdings. 350,000 as of 1 hour ago. Cost to borrow, 11.7%. Pretty gnarly numbers, guys. You see it before your eyes. You got the new Dtcc rule, which is huge, right? We're going to have some regulation from the SEC stepping in here. GameStop, AMC should both benefit pretty positively from that. NASDAQ is running, good bounce, sensing a good day. I like that, man. You're right on the money. Bro, TradeStation has a program for veterans called the Salutes Program, 0 fees. Checking out great platform and direct market access. I'm going to have to, for sure, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thanks for your stocksmanship. Can you please interpret CCIV price action? When will it reverse to the moon? What is a great buy-in price? CCIV, there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns, man. It's a long-term stock. I think this is one of those stocks where you really just need to not pay attention to the day-to-day fluctuations. If you're going to buy into it, right, now's a good floor. Now's a great time to buy in for a really cheap price. And then just don't sweat the day-to-day stuff. Don't sweat it. Microvision. I see some people asking about this. It's not a dead cat. Don't worry, right? It's not ripping right now. But you don't need to sweat these day-to-day fluctuations on Microvision. It's a long-term stock. You got to wait it out. The time will come. I guarantee it. I can't guarantee anything, I should say. But I feel confident enough that I have a pretty nice stake in Microvision in both of my portfolios. So take that for what it is, but I love my girl Mavis. I love my girlfriend. If I had to have a side chick, it would be Microvision, without a doubt. Mavis is quite the beauty, for sure. Little eyes run starting to happen here. Sitting at, I saw that in the comment section, Jeremy. Good call there, man. Sitting at about $8.88 right now, $8.89. Has broken out of that downward channel that we saw. Next level of resistance is going to be sitting right about here at about 908. Getting some nice volume to follow through on this. Looks like there's going to be another leading gap around the day. In the pre-market, we're already at a crazy, crazy amount of volume. Insane. And when a stock runs up this much in the pre-market, it is very possible that you see a sell-off at market open. So don't be surprised if that does end up happening, right? You got to be prepared for the worst, hope for the worst, or prepare for the worst, hope for the best, right? That's all it is. That's all it is. Nick Check Gun says, did HCMC reduce the number of shares? They did a while ago, from what I know. Let me double check. Provides update on recent conversions of its Series C preferred stock. As per the company's previous filings on August 16th, let me just pull this over. The company entered into warrant exchange agreements with certain holders of its Series A warrants to exchange 46 million Series A warrants for 20,722 shares of its Series B convertible preferred stock. The Series A warrants acquired by the company in that exchange represented approximately 92% of the outstanding Series A warrants and would have been convertible into 460 billion shares of company stock if exercised as of the date of the warrant exchange agreements. So from what I know, they purchased back some shares. That's my understanding on HCMC, right? So that is a good thing to see. That's going to reduce the amount of supply, which is good. You do like to see that. In AMC, too late to get in GME. I don't think so. Not necessarily. I only have one share of GameStop. I'm still more bullish on AMC, but it's not too late, in my opinion. I wouldn't buy into the top right here. I'd wait for a pullback, but I don't think it's too late, no. AMC is having a nice little pre-market, guys. Look at this, at $8.50 right now. Not looking too bad. Volume's starting to pick up again here. 8,000 shares in these 1-minute windows. Not looking too freaking bad. What do you think about Digital Turbine? I don't know what that is. I'm going to be honest with you. Is it a tech? Yeah. So they're holding up pretty well. They're holding up well considering the tech correction that we've been seeing. I I don't mind that at all. That's pretty solid. Good buying opportunity. That looks like the bottom to me. And it's starting an upswing. Today could be a good day to buy in. NIO and Nokia, how are they looking from a technical perspective? NIO, long-term stock. I wouldn't sweat the day-to-day stuff. Technical perspective, it's bleeding, right? So you're looking for a break over this descending level of resistance right here. And it looks like it might end up getting it. So you want to watch for that hard push. You want a candle to open and close above that descending level of resistance. And at that point, I feel pretty comfortable saying it has broken that downward trend. Nokia, however, got sucked into the meme stock stuff. And unfortunately, just hasn't recovered. There's not much to report here. It's just flat. Unfortunately, it's flat. Eyes is popping, huh? Holy Toledo, look at her go! Yes, it hit 963. It ended up, we got a little bit of a triple top here at 963, but it did get that little push. Dang, go Bob Saget, baby. Look at that. Oh, you can't beat it. That is gnarly. Eyes be popping. What those eyes do, though. Nasty. That's pretty dirty. That's pretty dirty. How about that? Thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for doing what you do. Don't let the camera critics get you down, man. Love a new setup and love to see that you're investing in this channel. Hey, appreciate it, man. You know, I'll keep working on it. I'm not down about it at all. You know, I just got the camera, so it's expected that you're gonna have critics, and that's okay. I'm chilling. I'm straight chilling. AMC. What is it up right now? $8.54. Nice little move here. Waiting for that push over resistance. You need that hard push over what would be about $8.55. Sitting just a penny below that right now. No crazy volume, but it is a good little run here at the pre-market. Can't complain about that in the least bit. Eyes, my friends, I would be very careful purchasing into this. There's risk involved. If you are not a day trader, if you are not familiar with scalping, swing trading, right, there's nothing guaranteed. You got to be very, very careful, right? I'm watching this closely. I was lucky enough to buy in pretty early. My average cost on this is at $7.42. So it's a different ball game if you are, you know, chasing a stock versus before getting, you know, buying in before the chase has to happen. So just be cautious. Be cautious, my friends. Be careful. RKT, a dead cat, are so good for the long run. So RKT to me is not a dead cat. I think it's got really, really solid squeeze potential. However, I think some people got scared away by that insane pullback that it had. I don't think it's dead, though. I really don't. I'm not pulling out of it. I'm going to hold strong. For sure. All right. I will be around here for a couple more minutes, and then I do have to get going. I've got work here at 9 per usual. So if you guys have any last minute questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hit the road pretty soon here, so just take that for what it is. Hey, Trey, just wanted to say you're awesome and appreciate. Oh, I love the pun, man. That's gold. Your energy. Because of you, I joined. What's your thoughts on fuel cell or plug? Bullish on both of those. I used to cover fuel cell all the time, but with everything that's been going down, I haven't been covering these stocks because it just doesn't matter what I say, because I just keep getting beaten down, right? But I'm super bullish on fuel cell and super bullish on plug. I think these are both going to be big players for the next 2, 3, 4 years. NNDM. Long-term stock. They're a 3D they're a 3D printing company, focuses on electronics, which is pretty huge. They've had a crazy sell-off down from their $18 height, but this is just an opportunity if you believe in the company to buy in for super, super, super cheap, guys. Don't sweat these pullbacks. The tech industry just got beat down. That's all it is. That's all it is, in my personal opinion. TTOO. I will check out just TTOO. I'm going to cover just one of these. But TTOO is a pharmaceutical type company, right? They have healthcare and services equipment, advanced medical equipment and technology. They've reached $4.07. I think this is a long-term stock. I don't know. I got to do more research on them, but from what I've read, I like the company a lot. Make sure you do your own DD. In terms of the technical setup, right? What are you looking at? This is in some pretty rough territory right now. It might be a bounce. We got a George W, but it's I don't feel comfortable saying it's done yet. We haven't broken out of that descending level of resistance. My job. For those who are just tuning in, I am an active duty officer in the military. By the way, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like, it really does help support the channel. Help some people see this who may not have before. I really do appreciate it immensely. It is free for you. We're all rocking. We're all gorillas. We're all just trying to make some cash here in the stock market and have a good time in doing so. And I really do appreciate the community here. So thank you guys. It really does mean a lot to me. Send me that Glock Trey. I love it. Microvision, good buy-in, money target. If the market's done correcting, now. But if it's not done correcting, $10. I don't know if it's done correcting yet. If it breaks 10 bucks, you've got 828 as the next level of support. That's all I can tell you, man. Any chance Foon will recover? I got it at 3. It will, but it might take some time. It's up to you if you want to be a bag holder for a while, you know? You might end up being able to make that money back somewhere else. That's what I always say. So it's entirely up to you. It's all your trading strategy, what you like to do personally. But what I like to do is take advantage of capital. I like to free up capital so that I can turn it into a profit. So take that for what it is. You end up making your own decision, my man. But I would personally take the loss. Unless there's an upcoming news catalyst. I don't know. I don't know for sure, right? Looking at the news, I don't see anything that's standing out to me, but I don't know anything about the company. So you'd have to look into that a little bit more. That's what I'll tell you right now. That's what I would personally do. AEI. Nicholas got it at 880 on eyes. So I don't want to say when you need to get out, right? So you could take profits at 963. That is resistance. And if it bounces again, you're not guaranteed that it will continue running, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. But I'm going to keep riding it, at least for the next couple minutes here, watching to see if it holds over support and retest that 963 and gets that hard push. There's a lot of strong buying pressure here. I mean, this is literally just picture perfect stair stepping. It is setting these higher lows and higher highs pretty continuously. We've got 3 touch points, 1, 2, 3, respective level of support. If it continues to ride that, it could be a pretty gnarly move right off the bat at market open. So, but AEI, we'll check that out here really fast. And then I'm going to answer down to John Fields. John Fields is the last question that I'm going to answer. Then I do need to get going so that I can get ready for work. I'm probably going to be late per usual, but that is all right. Anywho, it's not a great technical setup. I'm gonna be real, but it's just getting dragged down along with the market correction, right? So take that for what it is. It's construction, engineering, industrial commercial services. It's not my cup of tea personally, but it could be your pretty standard play. In terms of technical setup, what you're looking for is a break over this descending level of resistance. We've got support right now. I'm sitting right around here with a triple bottom at about $10. $10. So if you believe there's upcoming news catalyst, that could be a pretty good entry point. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Thoughts on the DTCC rule change and how soon? Should be in effect as of today, and it's a good thing for us. You can't beat that. It's basically just cracking down on the FTDs, the failure to delivers, the IOUs that are being written out. It is only going to help the people who are long on this stock, right? So I'm pumped about it. I think it's a great thing to see for sure. And then John Fields, my man. Just a public service announcement. What I'm doing this week is buying call options in the money and barely out the money in AMC. You do you. Hey, there you go, my man. There you go. Public service announcement coming in from John Fields. You guys do what you got to do, right? It's 100% up to you. It means a lot to me. So I see people always say every time Trey goes to work, AMC goes up. So I feel good about AMC in the green today. I'm heading to work. So you know what's happening next. Guys, that is what I've got for this live stream here. We will come back here later today and really in on some more price action. If I get a break from work, I will end up live streaming again. I have a video that's going to be coming out immediately after this live stream covering the market correction that has been taking place, what I'm anticipating for the next coming week. So if you want to check that out once the live stream is over, you can definitely do so. Drop a like on the way out. Consider subbing as we do live stream every single day covering the live price action. And that's what I have for you guys today. So thank you for tuning in, my friends. Catch you all in the next video, and peace.